That's surround sound? I think I fat fingered the button. Anyway, welcome to the stream. This is another Jaseowns stream. New character, episode 1. We're gonna make a new solo Dex Tamer. Jatar has been cleaned out. His inventory empty. We're deleting him on stream. Oh no, dude, we deleted him. And then we're gonna make a new character. This is like a how to start as a new character on UO Outlands solo Dex Tamer. Let's start the stream. Welcome. We've done this before. These are the new player guides. We're going to be adding to this, okay? So if you're just tuning in for the first time ever, if you're curious about playing this game, UO Outlands, we've made multiple new player guides over the years. If you've been following the content, I play multiple shards as well, okay? UOAddicts.com. UOAddicts.com. There's multiple ways to play this beautiful game. And I want to continue to play this beautiful game in multiple ways. Right now, we are going to go ahead and who's that guy holding a like a gun? I don't want to talk about it. We're actually going to delete Char. I'm sorry, Jatar. It was a great time. You were the best of times. It was the worst of times. We are deleting Jatar. So we are going to create a new character from scratch right here, right now, okay? And I was debating on what we're going to start as. I know we're going to be a Dex Tamer, but from your guys' standpoint, I think I'm going to do 40, 50 Taming, 50 Vet, right? So we start with some Band-Aids for our pets, and we just train animal lore, and then like one macing, or one whatever skill we're gonna go with. Should we be fencing? Should we be macing? Should we be archery? What would you want to see on your new player character? Just as if you told your friend to start a character and then you went to the beach, what would you recommend? Because this is a new player solo challenge. Hopefully, like it's a thing you can start on your own and not have to worry. We're going to cover macros. We're going to cover like creating the guy. We're going to cover setting up our UI. This is like, hey, my friend just started playing. How the hell do I get him into the game? We're going to go with it. Archer. I like your style. You like archery. I am biased with archery. I like archery. I like archery. You like archery? Jace, did you see the patch notes I was talking? No, I didn't see the patch. It's terrible. He locks. Interesting. Archery, Alki, Dex or Tamer, Rob? Check Discord. Let me see here. I probably should have asked you guys before I started the stream. Hey man, about to go to the beach. Can you work on this echo for me? Whoa, so see, yours is like way super advanced. I will show this on the stream, but this is like super end game, bro. This is not a new player challenge. Jeez Louise. How do I bring this up on it? So you're recommending we go like the 120, 120, 120, 120, 120. I get it. So this is our end goal. And you're choosing fencing at one alchemy. Alki? Archie, Alki, Dexter? I think we're getting it. Yeah, we'll do Archie. We'll do archery, Alki. Yeah, archery, Alki, vet, taming, herding, animal. Okay, cool. Alki or arms lore. Okay, we're gonna start with arms lore just so that goes up without needing any help. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start our character. And if you guys have any names you'd like me to use, please let me know. But it's like Jace the Tamer, Jace, new player, new Jace, who dis, like, we, what are we naming our character? We're gonna time out here. I should have asked in a poll for this too. Sweet Jace, Sweet Caroline, Sweet Jace. Jace is new. Jace is new. What are we naming here? Jace. Jamer. Jace the Jamer. Jace the Jamer. Jace.exe. Yeah, Jace.exe. Yeah, I like that. Jace the Squirrel. Jace shows you how to play. That's too long. Probably have to think of a new name once we hit the island. That's true. It's going to be taken, huh? Jace of Vas. Let's see. Bubbles? Just call them Bubbles. Wait, let's game plan here. This is a clip in the making. It's so true. Jace the new Jace plays. Jace plays. New Tamer. Jace of base. Oh yeah, I see what Ace of base. Jace of base. I said Bass. I'm sorry. New character hype. That's true. New character hype. It's too long. Yeah, Jace of base. I get it. Okay. We're definitely going to time out in the name here. So we got to think of a name. And I should have done this before the stream because now we're wasting our time here. I got most of the scrolls you'll need. No, dude. Again, Curtis, we're not gonna do it. Let me cook. Let me cook. Are we reinventing the wheel? Yes, we are. Read the entire message. Hey man, I'm about to go to the beach. Can you work on this echo so we can game when I get back? I got most of the scrolls you'll need. Feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out as you need them. I know you want to pay and make it real. So I will let you pay for what they go. You can just have them. Okay, you got animal roll and you got animal scrolls, animal lore, and taming and vet. You have all the scrolls. The other one, what are you talking about? What am I not reading something correctly? Am I blind? Am I not in the right spot here? Should I be looking somewhere else? The Discord is exploding for the patch notes. Okay. All right. We're just gonna create a new character, guys. Create a new character. You gotta go quickly though, okay? It's gonna be Jace Bubbles. Jace Bubbles, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna get a goatee going on with long hair. Long hair go no, we're gonna go beard. Long with a beard. Long beard. Boom. Long hair, long beard, Jace Bubbles. We're just gonna click next. Now, our starting skills are gonna be animal taming. They go only can PK one person per murder. I know people were saying that to me too. Funny. We're gonna do animal taming, and then we want to start with veterinary, and then we'll start with archery as well. So we just start with a bow. Now, technically, when you make a new character, damn it, Jeeve Jerwin. Okay, we're going back. We're going Jeeve Jerwin. Okay, that's right. No, you're right. You hit it on the head. We've replaced Jatar. We're going Jeeve Jerwin. Long hair, long beard. Next. Anyway, we're gonna go animal taming, and then archery, and then veterinary. That way we start with some. We're gonna start with a bow, some animal taming. I don't. Do you get a crook with animal taming? I'm not sure. Should we start with herding? I don't know if you get a. I don't know if you get a crook with animal taming. Anyway, we're gonna find out. In the skills, I'm not gonna change them. I mean, we could. You could like go like this, but I don't care. Start herding. Okay, we're gonna start herding instead. We're gonna start herding because we want a crook to start off with. So herding, archery, vet. You're new. You're just starting. Herding, archery, vet. I don't care what you put here because we're just gonna go train them at the trainer, okay? And we're not gonna make it hard. We're just gonna leave 45, 20, 15. Next. We're in. Jeeve Jerwin. Okay. 25 insta-lock. No, we're making it as easy as possible for noobs. Now, if you've never played before, this is your first time here, this is it. This is the new player experience. Luckily, they did do some enhancements to the default UI, where at least you're in a bigger window and you have some hotkeys that are made. You know, I would like this to be even better at some point, but that's all good. When you first start, you are young, which means you won't lose your items. We're currently on the new player dungeon called Shelter. So when you first start playing, you're on Shelter. And so we can't lose anything. It's great. You right-click around to move, okay? The closer you are to your character, the slower you'll walk, except unless the option of always run is enabled, which it looks like it is, okay? So if you're ever curious about any of the options, you can look at your paper doll here. Okay, your paper doll is, you can get to there by double-clicking your character. You can get to there by hitting Alt-P. You can get to there up here on the top left, going Gumps and paper doll. So this is like your main character. You can double-click your inventory. That will bring up your inventory bag. You can hit Alt-I. You can also go up to Gumps up here and open up your backpack. Where is it? Somewhere up here. Inventory. So the way you navigate is hotkeys, okay? The big thing you want to do is set up hotkeys. Eventually you'll learn them. Let's say you want to change some. Alt-O is options. And then your hotkeys are called macros. So you'll be in here quite a bit depending on what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to be clicking around a lot. And that's totally fine. Explore the game. Alt-P. We're going to bring that up. And we're going to run. Then we're going to hit Alt-I to open our inventory. Now, you can click and drag things to move around. Again, this is a new player. I've never played. I made my character Jace. What the hell's going on? A lot of times you can double click something and it will do an action, right? So like this, double clicking a dagger, we can skin things. We can, well, not skin things on this server. We can, you know, click it on a tree and then we get kindling. Cool. That's weird. What happens when you double click kindling? Well, you gain camping skill. Okay, we're gaining skill down here. If you want to know how quickly you're gaining skill, we're actually going to single click our character and click show skill gain chance. And then now when we double click something, it will tell us our chance to gain. As we gain skill, our stats increase. I don't know if you saw that, but we just increased our strength by 1. You have 225 stat points. They go, you know, they go up. If you have it pointed up, they go down if you point them down. It won't go up or down. I'm sorry, it won't go down until you hit the max of 225. Right now, our character is not going to need int, so I'm just going to point that down. I don't care. We want dex, which is the little kidneys, and we want strength, which is our arms. Arms, strength helps you hold stuff, and strength helps your hit points. So it's like a 1-to-1 combination. So if you have a 53 strength, you have 50. Your mama. This is the new player experience. Share chat. We have yeah, Jike and subscribe. Wow, I can't even say that. Jike and I can't. Wow, well done, Bliggity. 50 strength in game and real life, exactly. Okay, so we have our new merchant jet. Merchant jet. We have our new character. We have our stats. We have our skills. And now, what the hell's the point of the game, Jace? Like, why are we even here, bro? It's because we're trying to learn how to play Ultima Online. Okay. It's a sandbox game, meaning if you look at your skills by hitting the skills tab or Alt-K, oh, never mind, Alt-K is not the thing. Anyway, you click your skills tab. These are the skills that are in the game. If it has a blue button next to it, that means it's usable. And so, like, for example, detect hitting will try to show people who are hidden. So you can click it, and then you can click around, like, where you want to search. Okay? You can gain up to 700 skill points. So what happens is people make builds, okay? And you choose 7-ish skills to go to 100. On Outlands and other servers, you don't need 100 of everything. And so sometimes we just go to 80. On the new player island, we can get to level 80 pretty quickly on a lot of the skills. So we're going to be on this noob island this first couple hours to get to 80s and all these skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create our character template. I'm gonna click new group here, and we're just gonna name it, double click. We're gonna say Tamer. Any skills I don't use, we're gonna click down. I don't need focus, I don't need arcane. I don't need any of these bard skills because we're a tamer. We don't need any of the thieving skills. You sassy thieves out there. Wilderness, though, we will care about. We're gonna need click and drag. We're gonna do veterinarian. We're not gonna do tracking. We're gonna do herding. We're not gonna do fishing, but we will do animal taming, animal lore. But Jace, we started at 0. Don't worry, we got training credits, you guys. We're gonna take these training credits and train them up. It's gonna be fantastic. Then we will click down here. Magic. We don't need any of these. Trade skills, we don't need any of those bad boys at the moment. Okay. We will get to combat, though, and we're going to be an archer. We're going to grab archery. We're going to grab tactics. And we don't need any of these. We will take... no, we won't take that. We're going to take arms work. Take arms. We're going to point all these down as well. So here's our template. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 skills. Assuming you go to 100 in all these, this is your template, okay? We can play around. We can go up or down. Might want to keep healing temporarily or something. You don't have vet kits yet or pots. True. We could... I didn't think about that. We can heal ourselves with vet, though, with single band-aids, right? I'm pretty sure we heal ourselves with veterinarian. Right? I think we do. We'll find out. We'll be okay. It's not going to be as good. Yeah, I don't think we gained vet, but it will be. We should be okay. What, we start with vet kits? Wow, okay. We started with 400 vet kits, guys. Didn't even know that. Okay, cool. Anyway, going back to our... So this is now our build, right? And then this is our inventory. Depending on what skills you start with, you get different items. Apparently, since we chose vet, we got vet kits. That's great. We're going to need those. Luthien became generous since you started. Yeah. And these little stat stones, you're just going to eat them up. You're gonna munch on them. You double click to munch on them. So right there, we just got an extra 30 stats for free, okay? We're up to 63 strength and 36 dex. Let's go. We are going to unequip our shepherd's crook and equip our bow. Because no matter what you're starting, what you have equipped is what you use, okay? So if we were fighting with a crook, that's considered a macing weapon. So if we wanted to do macing instead of archery, you could have done that with the crook. We could have just left macing up, mace fighting up, and then use that. But instead, we're archery. So I want to keep a distance. With archery, in order to shoot, you need arrows. Okay, so we need arrows. We started with arrows because we did. Dude, that's a great cheat for a true new player, Jace. Like a mace tamer, just using the crook. Yeah, we should have thought about that, but that's okay. We're gonna start with some arrows here. You need arrows in order to shoot. Since we don't have magery, these little icons down here are the regs. We can actually replace them with arrows here. For arrows. And then we're gonna replace this with the vet kits. And we're gonna replace this with band-aids. Now, to replace it, what I did is I just took the item and I dragged it, and it asks us to confirm a total. We say okay, and we drag it on here, okay? Great times at here we go. I'm just trying to teach you how to navigate the game. We're like, 30 minutes in. We haven't really moved, but that's okay. So we did start with training credits. Now, we can choose to use our training credits to fill in any of these skills. I'm probably going to just spend it on animal lore and animal taming. This is where, if you're really advanced, you would slide your veterinarian to 50 and your whatever other skill to 50 when you create your new character. But let's just assume we're brand new and we didn't know what the hell that meant. It's okay. No matter what you do, you will survive in this game. Until you don't. We'll die as well. You can also right-click on them now, the counters, and then remove them. Okay, let's see. We're going to right-click that. Oh, and remove. Nice. Okay, yeah, right-click and remove. Okay, sweet. We are Jeeve Jerwin. The new technology. we are the new thing. Okay. So what do we do now in this game? Well, now we go ahead and we're going to explore a little bit. If you look over here, this is the map. It's like the overall map. You can mouse wheel in and out. So if you want to be in or out, you can kind of zoom around to see where we are. We're on the Noob Island. And on the Noob Island, there's a noob dungeon. So before we even trade anything, we're just going to go step into the noob dungeon. We're going to fight our first thing. Now, if this actually took my hotkeys, which I don't know if it did or not, we should have an attack nearest. We should have an attack nearest. Let's see. I'm going to hit Alt-O, macros, and then we're going to look for attack nearest. Maybe we didn't. Maybe they didn't start us with one. We'll show you how to attack, and then we'll show you how we're actually going to attack, okay? We're going into the dungeon. Our first dungeon of the stream, you guys. Now, there's a whole lot of crap happening in here. We got people fighting. We got people training. If you ever leave shelter, you can always come back, okay? So don't be afraid to explore the world. Just know you can come back here. Once you lose your young status, though, you will lose your items when you die. So just be prepared that you might lose stuff after you've left the newbie island. How you loot is you double-click items, or you double-click, okay? We're going to change that setting so that it opens up for us automatically. But if you can see here, it's hard to see what's happening, at least for me, because I'm blind. I like nameplates, so we're going to change the nameplates a little bit. Okay, we're going to hit Alt-O. And we're going to go over to the nameplates section. On the left-hand side here, and it's nameplates down near the bottom. And I want to show health bar on the nameplates. I'm going to use the nameplate as the background. And then I'm going to hit apply. Let's see what happens right off the bat here. Anything? I'm going to do mobile and corpses only. We're going to do that. I'm going to hit apply. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I missed who did it. This is a new player challenge. Oh, most of it. You should follow. So I'm actually, they had some PVM defaults here and things like that. I just like mobiles and corpses. I don't know. You can play around with this after you get in here, but for me, I use it on mobiles and corpses only. That way I can see the players and I can see the corpses. Did you put your "oh stop it" that badly? Is that what the name is? Oh stop it. I see it now. I did butcher it that badly. It was all blended together. Okay, so we're gonna go mobiles and corpses. Now, one of the settings that I like the borders on them. So there's like this hide background and less mouse over. I'm actually gonna turn that off. I actually like seeing the borders. Maybe I'm weird. You can totally change this however you'd like. But I'm gonna leave the borders on because I like that. And then what was the characters out of bounds? There was another setting that the clue told me to put on that I completely forget. Is it on here already by default? I don't know. If you can see this, we're actually fighting a mob right now. Because when things attack you, you instantly fight back depending on your weapon. So over here on the left-hand side of the screen, it's saying we're gaining arms lore, we're gaining archery, and gaining tactics. And if you remember, these are all the skills that we want to gain, which is fantastic. And you can also see that our arrows are going down. Every time we fight something, it's using an arrow. Now, this corpse died, so I'm double-clicking it, and it has 15 gold. I click it to loot it. I am dying, so I'm going to double-click our bandages and click our self. If I want to fight back on this Mungbat, I need to be in war mode. I can hit war mode on my avatar, or I can tab I hit tab key, it goes into war mode. By default, it looks like bandage timers are on, which is great. So when I double click and I heal myself, it counts down. Fantastical. And it is healing us for a little bit of damage. Technically, veterinarian skill shouldn't heal your character, but on this server it does. Okay, so we're able to heal with vet. We don't gain vet skill when we heal ourselves, but just know as our vet skill goes up, we'll actually be able to heal ourselves as well. So some people were asking like how we were going to do that. We can do it. Not starting with taming, interesting. Yeah, because we want to be able to fight back at first. So anyway, what we're going to do here is if this is too cluttered for you, you can also change the filters to be like mobiles only. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to see all the corpses, especially in the new player dungeon. There's so much going on. Like that guy's about to die, Ripperoon. You can just turn on mobiles only. You don't even have to have any of that on, honestly, but I'm blind and I like to see the names. So that guy's gonna die. No, he's fine. He dips at it. No, he died. When you die, you turn into a ghost. So we're gonna die here in a second because we're being attacked. I don't know what's happening. Everything's so overwhelming. Oh no, this is the new player experience right here. I've died. First death of the stream. I've died. What do I do now? Okay. If you noticed, pretty much everybody disappeared. So when you're a ghost, people can't see you and you can't see them. If you go into war mode, then other people potentially can see you. Okay, but you're still a ghost. And if you say hello, res me, people can't read it, and it's just oh. Like other people see like this. Ooh. Okay? So if you ever need a res from somebody, because that's what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to get a res. Make sure that you go into war mode. But just because you're sitting here in war mode doesn't mean there's anybody there, and it doesn't mean they're gonna heal you. So you need to figure out where to go. We're gonna run outside the dungeon. And luckily with shelter, anytime you see an Ankh, normally you can resurrect on there, or a healer. So Ankh or healer, you just run up to it, it pops up this little gump, and a gump is a menu. And you click accept. When you're a noob, you res with full health. When you're not a noob, you're gonna res with like a little bit of health. So be careful. But right now we're a noob, so it don't matter. Your robe, anything you had equipped when you die, goes away. You start with a robe, the moment you take off the robe, it disintegrates. So no new robe here on this server. But now we gotta re-equip our gear. How do we do that? Well, we just drag and drop onto our character again. We're gonna put on our pants. On this server, you can double click as well. So like our shoes, if I double click my shoes, boom, boom, it puts my shoes back on. Same thing with this bow. We're gonna double click the bow. Boom, boom. There we go. So we're back in the dungeon. Now, we're going to go through some settings real quick because we're going to make some macros to make this game easier. And we're going to change some settings to make the UI look a little bit easier as well. So, options. We're going to click auto open corpses. Okay, I'm going to hit apply there. That way, when we die, when something dies in front of us, we will instantly see the corpse open and we can click the loot quicklier. Quicklier. The always open doors is on already. That's great. Always run is on by default. Highlight objects is the purple. Like when we're hovering over things, they're turning purple. That's this first setting here. Some people like it on, some people don't. It's all good. It's up to you. To heal ourselves again, we're double clicking a bandage and then clicking ourselves. We're gonna make an in-game macro for that. So we're gonna hit Alt-O. We're gonna go to macros. We're gonna say new macro. We're gonna name it bandage self. We're gonna die. I don't think I've ever died making a macro, but we're gonna make a new macro called bandage self. Yes, don't be afraid to die, okay? This is the game. You're gonna die. And it's okay. Nobody's judging you. Except for all the other players. And so we're going to scroll down here. This ordering of the macros make no sense. They make no sense to me. I don't know why it's like this. It's been like this for a long time, you guys. I don't know why. This game's from 1997. But we're going to scroll down here. Hey, Griswold, thank you for the follow. Grishwool? Grishwool? I'm probably saying that one wrong, too. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for Bandage Self. We're going to scroll back up and look for Bandage Self. There we go, Bandage Self. Okay, I'm going to put this as V on my keyboard. The way you set a hotkey is you click in this very descriptive blank box and you hit it on your keyboard, V. And that's not all. Now you got to click check mark. Okay, and then you click apply. So Bandage Self is now on V. If I try to hit when I'm a ghost, it's like, hey, bro, you're dead. So we got to go resurrect again, okay? Now remember, the things that we have on us don't leave us as a new player. However, we did loot that gold off that Mungbat. That is on our corpse right now, so we need to do a little corpse recovery. Remember, if we lose our stuff, we just need to double click to equip it real quick. Look at that. Boom. Okay. We're back in the dungeon. There is a Mungbat corpse. It automatically popped up because we turned that setting on. Here is ours, Jeeve Jerwin. We're double clicking it. Maybe that, okay, must be this over here. There we go. There's our initial money. And there's our kindling we got from earlier. All right, we're going to make one more macro. Now that we can heal ourselves, we're going to make one more macro. We're going to go macros, new macro, and we're going to say attack nearest. So attack nearest. And what we're going to do is we're going to select nearest target. We're going to scroll down. We're going to select nearest creature, hostile. And we're going to click add. And we're going to say attack selected. Rolling down. Attack selected target. Okay, and I'm going to bind this to X on my keyboard. So again, I'm going to click in this box, X, check mark, apply, okay. Now, whatever I hit X on, it's going to attack the nearest monster. So X will attack this skeleton right away. These are kind of important macros to set up, just so you don't have to worry about where you're clicking. Again, you can always go into war mode and double click things. If you want to fight a player, you double click on the player. At first, where you can't attack other players, so you're safe in the noob zone. But as you grow up your little noob body, you can be a murderer. So, speaking of murderers, you got to watch out for other players. Once you're off the newbie dungeon, don't trust anybody. Even your friend that's at the beach, don't trust him. Okay? Jace, I thought we were a tamer. We absolutely are a tamer. So, if you look at monsters, there's a thing here called animal lore and taming, okay? So if we go to tame this colossal creature, it says we have no chance of taming that. If we click animal lore on it, it has its stats, okay? And a taming chance of 0%. If you're going through the monsters, you can kind of see, you can go through this, so you can see its difficulty, and different ideas. You can also go to details here. Each monster has a different set of like what it is. There's like attack class, utility class, and tank class. When you're a tamer, you get to kind of choose what you want to do there. I don't know what's best because I don't play a tamer that often, so we're gonna learn together. Rishwell, hi, I'm interested in playing UO. Check out the official server and Outlands. The official interface seems clear to me, especially since I'm new. What would you recommend? Dude, we're doing a new player challenge right now. If you want to follow along, feel free. We are creating a new character from scratch right now. I've done it on Outlands with some other ones as well. I think I'm in ads right now. Oh, ads start soon. A minute. But if you go to jaseowns.com, that's my website, and you click projects here, these new player guides. I have multiple new characters. Like I'm basically making a new character, kind of going through the different ways. We're gonna be a tamer on this one. So, and as you can see, we're getting killed by this headless. So I'm gonna hit V in my keyboard to apply that bandage. And instead of fighting the corpser, we're gonna hit X so we attack the closest mob. And then we're going to run away. We're an archer. This is the whole point of being an archer. We can kind of like kite a little bit. Or we can get just jumped by all the headless in the land. Now, all the headless are showing up. They're defending themselves somehow. Going through the doors. We're stopping. We're whacking. We're running. Can they open doors? No, the mobs are stupid. The mobs can't open doors. They're velociraptors. Okay, we're fine. We're safe in here. We're gonna heal up and then we'll open the door and we'll try to finish off this headless. I'm right-clicking these bars to close them down. So, great. Tame yourself a frog. We're gonna get a frog here in the moment. Remember, we don't have any taming at the moment, so I click taming and it can't do it. And it's like, what the hell? I'm gonna go over here to this giant frog and I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna click tame. And it's like, I don't have any taming. Oh, we didn't start with taming. We need to go train it, guys, okay? So let me kill this headless here. Here, kill this headless. And then we'll figure that out. You don't 100% need to learn to do macros. Once you can fit, yeah, you don't need to script or anything. You need to know how to like set up hotkeys, in my opinion. Like hotkeys are more important than any script or anything like that. Like you don't need to script to play the game. You need to know how to play. You need to know how to set some hotkeys. So. Jace quit sagas? No. Yes. Right now I did. We're in an ad situation. Ad situation on Twitch. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so the fact that we are a tamer, we're on Outlands right now. This is Outland. Go out. Okay. So here's if we want to train from a person. I'm gonna wait till the ad is over real quick, just make sure that if anybody's here following along as a new player, that they can see what we're talking about. One moment. Uno momento, por favor. You're missing a great Sagas patch, though. Don't every time I'm on, everyone's telling me I'm missing stuff. Ooh-wee. All right, here the community is back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, let's go in Spanish. No, I know like a little bit of Spanish, dude. Not enough to. I'm bad, but thanks. Appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna train taming. Okay, so I'm gonna click Carlton here. And he's going to do a little dance for us, and we're going to train animal taming. And he's saying, hey, I'll teach you for 500 gold. Well, guess what? We take these training tickets, and we just drop them on it. And then it says, hey, would you like to change your current skill to 50, amount to use 500, and we're going to check mark yes. Okay? And then the other thing is veterinary. Okay, we want to finish off vet. We want veterinary to go to 50. Okay? So we're going to say, hey, dude, teach me vet for 50 coins. Or 250 coins. So I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna say yes. And now I have 250 left. So let's see. Herding is pretty easy to gain. All these other ones are pretty easy to gain, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just spend the rest on animal lore. Animal lore. You can only go up to 50 skill in any of these anyway, so there we go. We used up our training credits, and now we're ready to tame. Jace, the best patch notes ever on Sagas. Reds get blocked from attacking blues for 2 hours if they get reported for murder. Dude, that's gonna get changed like in 10 minutes. There's no way that's gonna stick. That is hilarious though. Okay, the other thing I forgot to mention is when you're on the server, when you're playing UO, nothing is yours until it's in your bank, you guys. Okay. Like, even though we're a young player status right now, and technically we're not losing anything, if you notice, when we died, our gold stayed on our corpse, okay? So whenever you get items, you need to run and bank them, okay? The bank is right here in the middle. The way you access the bank is you say, bank. I know, it's pretty intuitive. You just say bank. You can also click on the banker. If you play with nameplates on, any of these yellow names or NPCs, they're invulnerable. You you can just click on the NPC and then see additional options. So like there's open bank box on here. This is another reason why I like to play with nameplates on, is it's a lot easier to see where people are. Like if I don't have nameplates on, I wouldn't know the bank was here necessarily. And then, you know, you'd have to run up here and then you're like, oh, there's actually somebody in here. Oh, cool. Then you would click them instead of their nameplate, right? So I think nameplates are a very nice thing to have on. If it ruins your immersion, you can definitely turn them off. How do you turn them off, Jace? Well, you can say always active, uncheck that. Depending on what server you play. You have any questions or need help? See, look, there's people that are trying to be new friendly. No, but thanks. My friend is helping me from the beach. No, but thanks. My friend is helping me from the beach. Because remember, the reason why we're playing this is our friend told us to check it out, but he's currently at the beach. So he said, don't listen to anybody. If you need any help, message me on Discord. Vivek. Thanks. If you want to type to somebody, you hit enter, and you type in a message, and then you hit enter again. Alright. So we out here. And yeah, we need to have our template done by the time he gets back so we can grind mobs together. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to hit bank. And we're going to drop our money into the bank. So what you do is, again, you take it from your inventory, you pick it up, you drag and drop, say okay, and drop it in your bank. Now you are secure. That's the most secure you're ever going to be, having items in your bank, okay? We've done it. Let's go. We're going to go back to the new player dungeon and try to tame a frog. Wait, does that llama have armor? You can put llama armor on? I thought it was just horses. By the way, I scrolled in with holding control and zoomed in with my mouse. I didn't know llamas also had armor. That's crazy. Oh, we might have to change our horse up. I mean, I want armor in general. Only if you do faction stuff. I think that's going to be another thing we're going to work on. I think that will be another thing. Okay, and then as we're running, if corpses pop open when you're a new player, most of the time that means you can loot them, okay? But there's different settings on Outlands. I gotta go to Outlands. There's different settings where if someone else kills a monster, you don't have loot rights to it, okay? This is a weird thing for new players, but if somebody kills something and you try to loot it, you can become a criminal. If you're a criminal, that means you're gray, and anyone can attack you, okay? By default, there should be settings on that prevent you from being able to do that action. But if you're feeling a little spicy, a little sassy, you can check out the commands feature. How do you get to the commands? You can type bracket commands, and it will pull up this guy. And these are all the different commands in the game. So like mechanics is one of the things you want to check out. And it's like auto use spell scrolls by default. Auto stealth, auto equip, pouch, taunt. These are different things that you could type in the game. One of them is prevent criminal healing. That's on by default. And prevent criminal looting is on by default. I'm pretty sure these should be off by default. It's silly that those are on. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to say, we're going to type bracket prevent criminal healing. And then it says criminal healing will now be prevented. And so same thing with prevent criminal looting. We're going to type that as well. Prevent criminal looting. We're going to turn that off. That way we don't accidentally turn gray and then people can't kill us because we're a new player. I feel like that should be on by default, but hey, whatever. You know? I'm going to hit X on the keyboard to attack this bung bat, and we're also going to turn back on nameplates because I'm blind. So as you can see, we're about 40 minutes into the game. We've talked about how to play. We've started to play a little bit. When you miss your arrows, sometimes they land on the ground, okay? Something I haven't brought up at all yet is there's another program that's open when you're playing. It's called Razor. When you first start playing, it's gonna be on this default profile. I have like a bunch because I played a whole bunch. But you're gonna make a new profile when you first start playing, and you just can name it your character. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And what Razor is it's like the assistant of how to play the game, because this game's so old, you needed to have another program to help you. So what you do is, on here, you can completely ignore this for now or not. It's completely up to you. But one of the things that I like to turn on is display counters, bandage timer, show bandage timer, show every X seconds, start and end. I like to have that on because when I hit V in the game, that's what shows this. So you might have said, hey, Jace, it didn't show for me when you first started playing. Well, that's because I had it on already because I was on a profile. Sorry, my new player experience was ruined by having a thing already. The other thing is, if you notice, all of these messages show up on the left here, and it's kind of hard to read. It's kind of hard to see. On Outlands, not every server, but on Outlands, you can hit Alt-J, which is your journal, and then you can actually make all of this text show up in this scroll. So I can hit this little settings cogwheel here, and then we can say hide messages in view game port and save. And now all of the messages will just show up in this journal. Jason, did you just die?
First death of the stream.
I did. Again, we're just going to run right back and heal. You're going to die, guys, okay? Especially if you're new. This is part of the game. So. Have a default gray one? Since you started, you need to pimp them out? Heck yeah, you do. The llama. The other thing you could do here is you can change the colors of this. So if I go to settings, and then you can change the font, you know, whatever you like to do, you can change it up. You can make it bigger if you're blind like me, and you can make it smaller, whatever. Black border, cool. Border style. I'm pretty sure I do dark stone on mine. So again, you can mess around with this to whatever you see fit, however you like it. I do have a short about this, so if you want to follow my settings, you could do the Jaseowns short. Well, we'll just leave it like that for now. We're gonna go back to our corpse. Here's our corpse. And we're fighting a Mungbat. Now, I'm punching with the Mungbat. I'm punching the Mungbat, okay? Because I don't have my bow equipped. So I'm going to double equip my bow again. That way we start shooting with the bow. Now, you can pick up the arrows on the ground by dragging and then dropping either on your character or putting them in your bag. If you drop them on your character, it tries to stack them with whatever else is in your bag. But since there's no other arrows, we just have a single arrow. But if I drag this arrow and I drop it in this other backpack, it also doesn't stack. Oh, because these must be bounded. Newbie arrows, non-newbie arrows. Never mind. Completely ignore I said that. The other thing we can do from the assistant program is create an agent to pick up the arrows for us automatically. And this is maybe a little advanced. You could skip this if you like. But if you go to agents and then you scroll down to scavenger and you click add target and you click your arrows and then you just say, that's it. Now, if there's an arrow on the ground, your character will pick it up automatically. So see how there's an arrow underneath my corpse? When I walk over it, it picks it up. If you're an archer, you probably want to turn that on. In general, you probably don't need it on, but it just helps you save arrows. So, speaking of this, we can actually click these and click tame. Okay, now we can tame a rat, because we're a tamer, remember? So we're fighting this rat, but we're taming this one. And I just click it once, and I click tame. It accepts me as the master, and it turned green. I'm gonna hit V on the keyboard to heal me. I'm gonna click and drag his name out here. So this is our first pet of the stream, okay? In the game, you have something called followers, okay? And each pet is a different number of followers. Some are 1, some are 2, some are 3, some are whatever. This guy's 1. We could potentially have 5 rats to our name. If you don't like the default name, you actually just click in this little bar here and we can rename them something. So we can name them like my pet. Okay? And the way you issue commands is you can single click your pet and you can choose all of these options. Or you can say my pet and then one of those options. So for example, my pet follow. And it will follow us. Okay? If you have multiple pets or just one, you can say all. So all follow me. Now he follows me. And we can also do all guard me. All guard me means all your pets will guard you. So when we get into a situation with this wounded harpy... Did he not guard me? What the hell happened? Oh, I can't control him yet. I don't have enough... Ooh, that's something else. I don't have enough animal lore skill to for your pets to work. Oh my gosh, this harpy is kicking our buns. We're gonna run away. Since we didn't start with 50-50 animal lore, even though we tamed it, we can't control it. It says your system... I gotta, like, reset. Like, I need to my settings back. I don't know how to... I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna, uncheck this and just close out the kernel. Okay, we're going back to, the typical, UI here. Okay, we're gonna step out here. Now, since I don't have enough animal lore. This is when you know that Jace doesn't play a tamer. Exactly. I don't play a tamer. You could just keep animal loring our pet here, and if you see, we've gained 55% to gain. So animal lore again. We should gain a skill. No, we didn't gain. Why not? There we go. We've gained. Now, since we're outside the dungeon, we gain slower outside the noob dungeon. So these guys are healing me. I'm gonna say thanks because it's nice to be nice. Yeah, dying is a part of the game, but Jace never actually dies. I'm just trying to show you that it's okay, so you guys don't feel bad about yourselves. So if we go back inside the dungeon and we do animal lore, we're actually going to gain pretty much every time 100%, and we gain 3 instead of 0.1. So what you can do is if you didn't start 100, or maybe your friend didn't give you enough money to tame, I'm sorry, no, I didn't start 100, didn't start 50, you can just animal lore your pet. Now, you can single click them and animal lore them, right? Or you can click this box and then animal lore them. The other way is you can drag out this skill into the game, and then it makes a button for animal lore. The other thing we could do is make a macro for animal lore, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to hit Alt-O. We're going to go to macros. And if you remember, X is attack nearest. If I hit X here, it's trying to attack whatever is nearest. But we can actually create an animal lore nearest. We're going to say new macro. We're just going to say animal lore near. Okay. And then we can say use skill. Animal lore. Add. And then we want to wait for target, because when we clicked on something, it actually brings up this target cursor. Okay. We need the macro to wait for target. What we can do is wait for target. And then we can say add. And then we can say select nearest. Again. Select creature, select nearest creature. And we can either choose hostile or party or friendly or whatever. I don't know what visible nameplate is. We're going to do visible nameplate, sure. And then we will select our target. Which is current. Is it you selected target? Okay, I think that's what this is. So now we can create a macro button for that, and we can hit apply. And we could probably bind it to a key too. Let's bind it to the N. Or N. You can do whatever you want. If I hit N here, which creature would you like to examine? Why is it not? Why didn't it just choose? Oh, never mind. We'll go back to macros. I don't do this, you guys. I'm just trying to teach you. At the same time, I'm learning. Instead of use selected target, let's do use mass target. Current target. Apply. N. There we go. So now I'm training animal taming by just hitting N on my keyboard, okay? For animal lore. See how we're gaining? So this is something, the macros can kind of make it easier to play. So if I hit X, I'm going to attack, but if I hit N, I'm going to animal lore. So we want to get enough animal lore skill until we can control this pet. Everything's going to be great, you guys. Just trust the process. This is where... Okay, so see, we didn't get credit for this kill, so it's blue. Unfortunate. I'm going to keep hitting N here. We're going to gain the skill. This is where macros and scripts and things inside this assistant come into play. If you're looking for scripts, if you're looking for macros, if you're looking for things to do, I do have a website for that. It's called uorazorscripts.com, okay? uorazorscripts.com. And we're on Outlands. There's 920 scripts you could choose from, okay? So if we go to skills and we go to animal lore, there's multiple ones to choose from. So training animal lore for me over 3 years ago. Here's an example of a script. So if I click copy script here, and then we looting again, and we go over to scripts in this thing, and we click scripts. Yours is going to be empty, okay? But you would just click over here and you click new, and you say train animal lore, okay? And then you would hit Control V and hit save. And then we would hit play, and it actually brings up the cursor, and we will click our pet. And now what this is going to do is it's going to constantly reuse animal lore automatically for us. I can hit X on the keyboard now, and we can kind of play while that script plays. Okay, you don't need to use scripts to play, but it does make it easier depending on what you're trying to do, okay? And this one's just kind of running in the background while we're playing. And we can let that run all the way to 80. It's totally up to you. We've made a new character. We've done a script. We've tamed our first pet. We couldn't actually use it until we get certain skill. I'm gonna hit right click and I'm gonna hit guard. Can we use it yet? We sure can. Wait, hit it. Let's see if it fights now. X. Sure. So our pet is now attacking because we have enough animal lore to control it. Well, he's getting hurt, so we need to double click a bandage and click on our pet. Did the game crash? What happened? Now. So we heal, and it goes a lot faster when we're healing our pet, you guys, okay? So like, it only takes 5 seconds to heal our pet. It was taking 15 seconds to heal ourselves. So fantastic. These vet kits, they heal your entire party, okay, including yourself. So we're going to save these vet kits until we have multiple rats or whatever we're going to tame. But we can click a bandage and heal our pet. So far, so good. We're killing this corpser. We're shooting him. We're healing our pet. Everything's coming up Millhouse, you guys. We're an hour in. We're an hour into the new player challenge, okay? And we're just starting to pop off. You know what I mean? We're just hitting 50s and everything. Oh, and herding, by the way. Herding. Herding requires an active crook. So we actually want to double click a crook. Okay? Double clicking the crook. And it maybe was already active because it was equipped the very first time we logged in. But our herding skill will go up as we're fighting. That's almost dead, so we need to heal it. Double click our bandage and click there. Oh my golly, gee willikers. Please don't die, my pet. Great heal. Look at that. We are really making some progress now. New player, who dis? New challenge, who dis? Again, this is for a brand new player, your friends at the beach. We're going to not talk about new player stuff after this episode. We're just going to play as the new player, okay? So, like, if there's any questions that you might want to answer for your friend, let me know, and I'll try to get it answered in this video. D20, welcome. If there's something you want to make sure that I touch on here, please let me know. In a comment below or live during this stream. Jace, what happens if your pet dies? Well, the pet can die, okay? Your pet is gaining EXP every time you kill something. So if I'm looking at the animal lore right here, he's level 0 right now. We got our first 6 EXP. If your pet dies and it's level 0, it disappears forever. If your pet dies and it's level 1 or up, it turns into a ghost. And you can either resurrect it with the vet skill or you can resurrect it at the onks or the healers. So right now you got to be careful. When you get a new pet, you want to be careful not to lose them. How do you get the health bars to stay up? On Outlands, it's already here and there's a button to say always active. But in other servers, you would create a macro, say new macro, and then you would just say like nameplates. And you'll scroll down until there's names on off. So names on off, and then you just make it a hotkey. I'll do 9 and 9. If I hit 9 here, it turns it on and off. No problem. And that's on any server that uses what's the thing called? Classic UO. So any server you play, you can turn that on and off. Okay. Remember, our script is still running. If you wanted to stop the script, you would come over here and click stop. On Razor, you can only have one script running at a time, no matter what you're doing. So, if you played us, if you maybe set this as a hotkey and you had another script, it's only going to play one at a time. Okay, so you're not going to have like a whole bunch of scripts running at once. You only have one. Right now, we're just going to let that animal lore go off. Okay, remember we found that on the website. Now, if we click here and we're trying to animal lore this guy, it's saying like, hey, you have to wait a few moments before you can use his skill. Remember, our script is using up the skill, so we can't tame and we can't animal lore while that's running. So just keep that in mind. If you're using a script that's using a skill, chances are you're going to want to turn it off if you're actually playing. So we're going to go ahead and stop the script right now. We did get up to 60 skill though. Or 56 skill, close enough. So this is where we'll try to tame one of these other things. Also, when you look at your pets here, it says passive taming skill gain left for player 0.5. So as you tame things, you'll actually earn points to also gain passively when you're fighting, okay? So you want to take advantage of that at some point. Again, I'm a noob when it comes to taming, so I'm not 100% sure what the best answer is for there. But just know that you're going to be able to use your pets to fight to gain some taming skill as well. Else, you're only going to gain taming when you click tame. Jace, the number one thing for a tamer or a new player to learn is a lot to prevent criminal looting and prevent criminal healing. Great, we did turn those on near the very beginning, Drip. Good call. We talked about bracket commands and how there's a bunch of options, and that the mechanics here on the third page, we've prevented criminal healing and prevented criminal looting. Yeah. Call out. Now, we've been double-clicking our bandages and healing our pet. We can either create a macro in-game to heal our nearest pet, or we can actually use Razor for that as well. Inside of Razor, we can create a hotkey for bandages. So I'm going to filter by bandage. And for me, the lot show up because I have like a series where we talked about bandages. But there's a used bandage timer, use bandage no timer. We're actually going to set a hotkey Alt-B for that. So Alt-B will bring up the bandage. So now we don't have to double click the bandage. We can hit Alt-B and then click our pet. Okay, so there's ways you can use the bandage without having to actually double click the bandage. And remember, B on my keyboard is bandage self, but Alt-B, I went ahead with bandage. Just pulls up bandage cursor. As we're about to start on Twitch again. So again, we have 13 EXP on our pet here. Now, when you look at a pet, this one takes only 30 taming. But if we look at this frog, this giant frog, it takes minimum 40 taming. Okay, if we look at this colossal frog, it takes a minimum of 50 taming. So you really want to use pets that are better, like, closer to your skill, because they're going to be potentially stronger. The other thing you want to look out for is the stats, okay? They roll stats, and then it's like collecting Pokemon. So each stats can be a little bit different. So you want to look for pets as you're playing that have high stats, okay? So like this guy, he rolled pretty good on melee damage, and he didn't get any bonuses on attack speed, so that's good. At least it's not negative. So we're going to try to tame this Colossal Frog. And I'm going to let my pet just die from this Corpser to show you that it's going to disappear because it's level 0. We're taming. We're gaining herding. Again, because that guy's fighting. We out here. We failed to tame the creature, but we still gained some skill. So we're going to click him again. Tame. Oh my golly gee willikers. And poor my pet. We're not even helping him out. My pet is just struggling against a Corpser. My pet has been murdered in cold blood. And the reason why my pet ran over there is because I put him on guard mode. If you have your pets on guard mode, they instantly try to defend you. That's the best way to play. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. How do you open up that nameplate switcher gump? If you hold Control and Shift, it should pop up. But the other way is for the Alt-O, and then you make a macro for show nameplate. It's gonna look like this. Names on off. So I have it on 9 on my keyboard. And ad started, so I don't even know if you heard what I said. When engaging a mob, all guard will pull the first aggro as well. But if you all kill a mob and you're in range, you might take the first hit. Nice. Yeah, that's true. I'm at the red box. This? Or this? Yeah, so that's a nameplate. Depending on what server, like if you're on not on out, like if you're on Outlands, this should pop up right away. And then there's a whole bunch of options here, but those are from Alt-O, and then there's nameplates, and you can customize all the nameplate stuff. So if you're here, you close it on accident, okay. Yeah, if you close it like that, I just closed it. You can just hit a name. Oh, Control Shift. Control Shift. You do. Control Shift. That will make it pop up. Control Shift. Okay, yeah, you can close it down. Control Shift. Bring it back up. Mine doesn't. Maybe restart the game. Maybe I don't know. There's also this keep. Are you on Outlands? Oh, stop it. I know your name now because Bliggity told me. Okay. Yeah, maybe this keep open button is off. Right? Like if you gotta like hold it down to keep them open then. The other thing, it might be like off the screen somewhere. You know, maybe you got flung off the screen. We're gonna continue to try to tame this frog. I don't know why we keep failing, bro. I don't know. You have already received the maximum taming skill possible from this individual creature. Okay, so that's another thing. You can only gain X amount of points of taming per creature. Else, it's gonna have a little message that shows up. So we could either keep training this creature or move on to something else. I don't want to tame this creature just to keep them. There we go. Complain and I shall receive. Now, remember, we don't have to name them again. We could just use all follow me, then say all guard me. And he's going to attack the Corpser because the Corpser is fighting us. Okay, so again, there we go. Now I'm going to hit X to attack the Corpser. And then I'm just going to try to tame this other frog here. Because you're basically going to, as a new tamer, we're just trying to get to 80 taming. Okay, you're really not going to keep some of these pets. As far as I know, we're just going to try to gain some skill. Now, there we go. Gaining animal taming. Keep taming. We're at 52 right now. Now, do you need a script to do this? No. As you can see, we're just clicking. But we're probably going to make a script for this, and I don't know if we have one that actually works on the website. I don't, you know, it's been a minute since we've done taming. And a baby since we've done it. We'll see what this stream turns into. We'll see how it goes. But eventually we're going to run out of arrows here, guys, okay? So arrows we got to keep an eye on. Bandages we got to keep an eye on. Remember, I'm going to say all gardening, okay? Now, if you saw, we have 3 of 5 followers. That means the big frog takes up 2, the little frog takes up 1. At some point, you won't be able to tame any more creatures. So we're going to have to release some creatures and then kill them. You don't have to kill them, but it's nice to clear up the land. So when you're a noob, we're going to be taming and then murdering. Taming and then murdering. And you probably want to keep 1 pet around, right? So that at least you're safe. But in general, you're gonna murder. Now, I like an option on. If you go to Alt-O, you go to General, and you scroll down to the middle-ish area. There is a okay, down more the down. When you kill something, close health bar gump when mobile is dead. I like to turn that on. That way, if you have a health bar open and the person dies, it just instantly closes. That's a good feature to have. That way you don't have like a whole bunch of bars opening. And then there's all these other options in regards to the bars. I haven't messed with these in a little while, so I on Outlands I can't tell you what the best settings are. Just know that as you go through Alt-O, you probably want to spend a little bit looking through all these options, okay? There's so many options on Outlands that it's worth a couple of moments to go through them. This drag select, if you hold shift and then try to like drag your cursor, you can highlight multiple mobs at once. Okay, I don't like that. I actually just turn it to always. So I say alt, none. That way I can just click and drag. It's really up to you. There's a new thing on here called a health bar collector, which is probably crazy as a new player. But if I say add new collector, it's going to put whatever nameplates show up into this collector. I'm probably not going to cover that right now. We're just going to like remove it. But just know that there's a lot of options in there, and you can mess with them as you see fit. The new player, that's a little bit overwhelming in my opinion. But hey, we're going to keep taming the froggy. Let's go. We are going to put back on. But... So, again, my giant frog is not attacking, so I'm going to say all guard me. Everybody's going to go in for the all guard me. There's another frog. That's my pet. All guard me. So, we're 5 of 5. What happens now, Jace? Well, if I try to tame another creature... The hell's let me tame it? You can apparently tame another creature. Okay, we've accepted another creature. Oh, then all our pets stop fighting. I see. Okay, so we have 7 of 5, and our pets no longer... Yeah, and then I can't tame another one. It says we have too many creatures. So, and all our pets stopped fighting. They just stand there like idiots. So what we're going to do is we're going to release this one we just caught. So if I click him, and I click release, it's like, are you sure, bro? Yes, sir. And then our pets should start fighting again if I hit all guard me. Here we go, all guard me. They ran to this other mob. Happens to the best. Excellent torch deck. Remember, I can highlight them all by doing this. So, one of the things is when you highlight, apparently by default they're grouped together. So when I drag and drop one, they're all together. I don't like that. In order to bust them out, you got to hold Alt and then drag them out. Which again, this like none of this makes sense as a new player. The new player experience drives me nuts, man. Like, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna go on. I really want to make like the best like profile, like a new player profile that is the default. Like, how would someone know to close this. Like, I'm right-clicking. It doesn't close. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? This is stuck on my screen forever. This game sucks. How is someone gonna know to hold Alt? Why am I so frustrated? Why am I yelling at this game? Because it's from 1997, and we aren't bringing it into 2025. We're pretending that we all knew. Like, God. Yeah, clip it, Ma. Agreed. What we're gonna do, we're gonna scroll through all these damn options until we find how to unsync the damn thing. Health bar. Anchored health bar. We're gonna uncheck that. Uncheck anchored health bar. Okay, and then right click and close all these down. Now if I highlight them, yes, now they're individual health bars. Okay, great. Okay, let's assume that we did a little whoopsie and we just highlighted the entire screen and it made all these health bars, and you're like trying to right click them away because you're like, oh my god, these are so many. Well, this is where another macro comes into place that should be in by default, and it's a new macro, and it says close health bars. Close health bars. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll down and it says close 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 all health bars. Okay, we can create a macro button for that. We're just gonna drag it over here, apply. Okay, now we can double click that and it closes all the bars. Okay, so no longer do you need to right click them all. No longer do you have to hold Alt to close them all. You can just close them by double clicking this little button. Calm down, Jace, everything's fine. Okay, so the other thing we're going to do is instead of typing all guard me, we're actually going to make a couple more hotkeys, and I'm going to go over to macros, say new. We're going to say all guard me as the name. All guard me. And we're going to say as the option, we're going to say all guard me. And then I'm going to name this as D on my computer. D for guard me. So now if I hit D on my keyboard, guard me. X on my keyboard, attacks nearest. Alt B brings up the heal, and we can click our frog. Remember, we need to heal our pets if we want them to live. Technically, we don't really care. Again, as the noob, you don't really care. Your pets, you're going to go through pets. While they're fighting, we're going to tame this frog. Everything's great. Everything's awesome. Cool, we tamed it. All right, we're gonna release that bad boy, and then I'm gonna hit B and we guard again. Now, if you try to kill a pet that's already been tamed, if you single click it, it actually says released over it. You can't gain from taming a released creature, as far as I know, and you can't get loot from a released creature. So we just killed it. We just tamed that thing, and we're killing it. It had no loot. Okay, but if you kill something that hasn't been tamed before, like this giant frog, it will have loot. Sweet. So far, so good. Minus my eye about to pop out because of the health bar situation. Here's a frog right here. We're going to tame him. Now, we can only get to 80 skill in the noob dungeon, okay, you guys? So you're only going to go up to 80 skill here in the newbie dungeon. But that's okay. We can stay in here as long as you'd like. Even after 80 skill, you could still stay in the noob dungeon. We're going to go kill some more mobs. Now, remember, we have a bunch of pets. We have 5 of 5 pets. So here we are, a Dex Tamer. And the point is we're going to fight alongside of our pets. That's the point of this. Sometimes you're a mage tamer, sometimes you're a Dexter tamer, sometimes you're a bard tamer. This particular character is a Dexter tamer. And remember, we made this is our template. I'm a new player. This is a lot of good information. Thank you. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for going through it. I try to cover as the best I can as a new player. And every time I do one of these, I just think of how confusing it must be. You know? Like, even if you played a long time ago, there's just so much to all of this stuff. So, again, we're pretty much dominating right now. Again, a new player, we're out here. Look, I got hurt. I'm going to hit V. My pets are dying. I can hit Alt B and change it. Now, you can only have one bandage running at a time. So if this is counting down, you kind of just want to let it finish. Can I finish? Yes, you can. I'm going to hit Alt B. We're going to heal our frog. That pops off right there. We should gain vet skill when we heal our pet. The higher our skill, the more we'll heal, the higher chance we have, etc., etc. Now, what are you going to use your gold and stuff for, Jace? Well, in the game of UO, you use gold to buy things. What? Yeah, you use gold to buy things. And on Outlands specifically, you're going to want to use your gold for specific things to help your template, okay? The fact that we're a tamer, there's something called codexes. And when we get to 80 taming, 80 lore, we can use a codex for taming. And that increases our as we gain experience with the codex, our pets will get stronger because you earn points to spend on your pets. So not only are we going to use gold just in general to buy like a horse and supplies and things like that, but you're also going to use your gold to buy items from other players to enhance your character. Again, Alt B, bring up a bandage. We can click on our frog. Here we go. You can also make extra characters with vet and healing for bandage and mageries and regs and other skills. Send all the golden items to your main by transferring it in. Delete after 7 days. What? They're not noobified? I thought they were bound to your character. Or are you saying after the 7 days they're no longer bound? Are you cheating over there? Breaking the system, Sir Johnny? Because in theory, when you create a character, your items that you start with are bound to yourself. I thought. Maybe they're just noobified now, but I thought you could only use them per character. Did they change that? Alright, here's a Gnar. We can tame a Gnar. Now, I'm clicking tame on the Gnar, but it's like that creature has recently been taking damage and it's too angry. So I'm going to hit all follow me. Oops, we didn't set a all follow me. Huh? All follow me. We're going to say all follow me. And now we can tame the Gnar, because the Gnar is actually fighting our pets, and we can tame the Gnar while it's fighting our pets. And while we're taming the Gnar, we're going to hit all O, macros, do macro, all follow me. And I'm going to bind this to W on my keyboard. And we're going to say, all follow me. Okay. Now, we successfully tamed the Gnar, but remember, we're 6 of 5. A Gnar is actually kind of a tanky... It's a tanky mob. So if we look at the stats here, where do you see the type? Details. So a Gnar is a tank class. If you look at a frog, I believe it's a utility class. Details. No, it's attack class. A frog is attack class. A colossal frog is a attack class as well. Okay? So in theory, what you want is you want at least one tank, and then everything else can be like an attack class. So what we're going to do is we're going to release one of the frogs. I'm going to get rid of a giant frog. I'm going to say goodbye, giant frog. Okay? And then our Gnar is going to be our tank. Now, the way you can do this on this server, not all servers, but on this server, I can highlight the Gnar, and I can say animal lore. And if I go to abilities, I'm going to set the aggro as this red thing, meaning he gets all the aggro. And then I can go into my other frogs and go to abilities and turn the aggro off. Okay? So I need to do that with each of my pets. So giant frog, we don't want him to take aggro. So now the Gnar is going to take all the aggro and he's going to die and I'm going to be upset. Okay, I'm healing him. He's going to be fine. Boom, popping off with the heal. So now, in theory, our Gnar should be the only one going to take damage unless he dies. Or unless there's AoE. Okay? So that's a whole nother thing about this system is you can, like, make certain pets take the damage. Again, I can animal lore this bat. Like, we could tame the bat, or we could kill the bat. I'm gonna kill the bat. Must Norfolk the Laugh-Lock? I can't say the Norfolk the Garlock. Maintain low tones. Mott, thank you for the follow on the tube. Appreciate you. Maintain low tones. Snarfle the Garlock. Is that what it is? Anyway, you can also animal lore creatures, by the way. You can animal lore everything. It's just some things aren't tameable, so you're gonna see that it's not tameable. Like this feeble rabble, this rat man, we won't be able to tame him. So he's just gonna die and give us his gold. Thank you so much, rat man. Now, there's another Gnar here. So if I animal lore the Gnar, I can kind of compare his stats to my Gnar's stats. What do you? So mine's actually better with magic resist and attack speed, so we're gonna keep our Gnar. Now, this giant frog is getting hurt. Why? Why is our giant frog getting hurt? You have an aggro on? Oh. Why is the giant frog getting attacked? He does have aggro on. We're gonna turn that aggro off. X on the keyboard, attack nearest, boom, there we go. Okay, and again, we are just out here farming, question mark, dominating. What would you call this? Our stats are going up. Remember, we started with like 50-something strength. We're up to 81. We can go all the way up to 100. Same with the Dex. It's going to go all the way to 100. We are a Dexer Tamer. Let's go. This is probably one of the easier templates. If I were to say, like, what's the scale? Like, what's the ease of use? What's the, like, if I'm a new player, what's something easy to start with? A lot of people say, like, start as a Dexer. Start as a Bard. This one's probably one of the easiest, in my opinion. You wanna know why? Because you can always just get new pets. The only thing you're gonna be spending money on is potentially arrows and band-aids. You know? Everything else is just extra. Hit Alt V and we're gonna heal this Gnar. Also, I just heard a big, loud crash outside, and I believe it's the storm. The storm will provide. So if we lose power at any time, it's just me losing because I live in Texas. Sorry, we'll be back maybe. Anyway, here we are. We're gaining. We're winning. We're dominating. You know, this is it. A cracked Earth Elemental, dead. Doesn't mean anything. Alt B on the keyboard, healing. Again, the only script we really talked about was potentially doing that animal lore script, right? Like, maybe I had to go eat dinner right now. Maybe my wife was like, Jace, get off the computer. You know, we got to eat dinner. Well, I would run my animal lore script, and then I could walk away. You know, I could be like, all right, I'm going to go eat. You could just leave it run. You don't want to be right here, though, because this is where mobs spawn. This is where you would go to the entrance. But then you would come back and you'd have 80 skill. You know what I mean? That's where scripts come in handy. Little AFK training. Now, on a lot of servers, you can script, but you can't. You don't want to AFK farm. Okay, that's like against the rules. It's a no-no. Same with this server. You don't want to. You don't want to AFK farm. It seems tempting. Don't do it. Okay. Just play the game. Try to have some fun. Right. The whole point of this stuff is to have fun. If you're not having fun, log off. That's what I tell my kids. If you're not having a good time playing your game, log off. So here we are dominating. Jeeve, Jerwin, Alt B on the keyboard, running in to protect the Gnar. And see how the Gnar is the only one taking damage on all these guys? I do like Outlands for this reason with the aggro. Like, this is pretty... It's pretty nice quality of life over here. Crikey! Crikey! Yeah, exactly. Crikey. So here we are, dominating yet again. X on the keyboard attacks here. I have a good time until I try to understand the aspect. Okay, nice. Yeah, aspect. Let's touch on that, because that was another thing. Like, what are you going to use your gold for on this server, right? Like, what do you... Like, why are we out here farming? What's the point? If I hit Alt-P and bring up our profile, above our character is this little symbol. You can double-click that bad boy, and it brings up this aspect mastery. Okay, aspect mastery is like ways you can enhance your character using armor and weapons. Okay, you can have an armor and a weapon. You're either going to have a weapon or a spell book, right? Depending on your character. In our case, it's going to be a weapon and it's going to be armor. Each aspect has a unique thing that it's trying to accomplish. I don't know how many. There's too many at this point. When we're a tamer, you kind of want to look and see like what things do, okay? So for example, air. If we have air armor on, it gives us an armor bonus, and our weapon speed and mana regen increase. We also have a damage resistance after we swing, and we can also avoid movement effects. Now, these only apply for PVM. You want to know what happens for PvP? You click this button. We're not going to talk about PvP right now. Excellent. Fortune attacking. For our character, each one of these, then, by the way, in the game has its like own meta, right? So, like, for a tamer, chances are you're not going to be air. A tamer, you're going to be trying to be... The ideal one is command, because command helps your follower damage bonus, your follower damage resistance, and your follower EXP gain and taming champ, right? In a dreamland, you are going to be command as a tamer. However, you don't have to be command as a tamer. You really just want to unlock an aspect that you're excited to play. Okay? Alt B here. We're going to start R. Now, R ended up. So, ideally be a command. Command's very expensive. You know, it is what it is. Frost armor and command weapon is the meta right now. Okay. Yeah, and again, I don't play a tamer normally, so I don't even know what you might consider the meta regarding that. But thanks for pointing that out, Mojito. If we look at frost armor, just because you pointed out frost, this one says that if there's an armor rating bonus, right? A chill effect applied per damage, increase to mass chill effect, then a frost shell cooldown. Oh, Frost Command Jace, the Chad noob guy. Yeah. Dude, you'd be surprised. Some of the people that comment on my YouTube videos are like, I've been playing for 3 weeks and I'm already tier 10 and like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell? Damn, bro. It took me like a year to get to tier 10. But anyway, so each one of these are a little bit different. And then each one has their own price, right? Because depending on the server current patch, right? Like this, these are going to ebb and flow, okay? Like sometimes they're going to be expensive, sometimes they're going to be cheap. So really, as a new player, you're going to want to look for what's cheaper, right? Because the sooner you can unlock an aspect and start gaining levels, the stronger your character is going to be, okay? Even if it's not the ideal aspect. Because again, these increase your hit points, your ability to survive, and it all depends on the aspect you unlock. But depends on if there's a recent Jaseowns video on the build. So true, dude. Well done. Like it. Next to the keyboard again. We're fighting right now more than we're taming. Again, we need to be taming. We need to get to 80 taming. But I'm just trying to show you that even without gaining a lot of taming, we're out here farming some gold. So we have 1,400 gold right now. Without really trying, you know? So that's pretty good. The thing is, we're running out of arrows. So we're going to go back to town, and then we're going to talk about where to get more arrows. Why a Tamer Dexter? They killed it last year. Just giving options to play. You know what I mean? Like, is this the best meta? Maybe not. I don't know. Is it easy to play? Sure. Is it a way to play? Yeah. Personally, I was debating going Tribard on your Tamer if I ever get back into it. Yeah. All right, ads are in about 30 seconds. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch, you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully you stick around. If not, I understand. But either way, hearts and smooches in the chat for you. If you'd like to support the stream, the best way you can do that is jaseowns.com/support. Find any of this content helpful, engaging, funny, stupid. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for either more or just commenting about how dumb it is to let me know that it stinks. It stinks. It stinks. It stinks. Yes, Mr. Sherman, everything stinks. Tamer Dexters were big DPS until last year, and now the Tamers for Trappers are? Yeah. Yeah, and again, there's a bunch of different ways you could play, right? This is just oh, you're too far away to do that. My pet's gonna die here, you guys. All follow me. Like, come here, dude. Come on, R. Come here. We're kiting away. I did all follow me. Okay, they stop fighting when they're on follow. So again, if you ever need to just run away, W on the keyboard, because we bound that earlier together. Alt B to pull up a cursor to heal, and we could just run. Look at us go. I'm gonna hit B. We're gonna go back into guard mode. X will attack nearest. We tame the dragons yet? Not yet. We're getting there. Just teaching the basics. The old basic. Feeble Rat Man never stood a chance. Ads are now starting. I don't know why it took so long for the ads to start. Scroll is tiny. This is a Ricky number. Yeah. You should have put a squirrel on the thumbnail. That was a missed opportunity, Jace. You should have put a squirrel over there, bro. My bad. Next time. Next time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and tame this Gnar. So I'm gonna say all follow me. Now, the thing's attacking me. So I do need to hit D for guard me. That's gonna make the pet take aggro. Then I'm gonna say all follow me. And then we're gonna tame this Gnar again. Okay, so we're gonna tame the Gnar. I'm gonna hit Alt B. And we're gonna heal as well. So again, we're playing the game. We're doing multiple things. I'm taming the Gnar. I'm healing my Gnar. Everything's coming up Millhouse. You know what I mean? So we failed to tame the creature. Totally fine. I'm going to click his nameplate again and say tame. Alt B. We're going to heal our Gnar. Let's go. And is this a Gnar? I don't even know. Gnar? Gnar. Okay, now remember, we have 6. So if I hit Alt D, like, none of them listen, right? They say, hey, you've exceeded your control limit. Nobody's listened to you, bro. I could do, ooh, the new Gnar we got is just green everywhere, okay? So we're actually gonna take our old Gnar and we're gonna get rid of him. So I'm gonna click my old Gnar and we're just gonna release him. And I'm gonna hit all follow me, then we're gonna hit D, and our new Gnar is our best Gnar, okay? The old Gnar, you're dead to me, bro. Alt B, heal. On that sucker. Yeah, we'll bond this Gnar. This is a pretty good Gnar. This could keep us entertained for a little bit. The way you bind the Gnar is to get it to level 1. So I think our other one was actually might have been already level 1. But so as you can see, 0 of 200 EXP. Some of these frogs are now bound. Okay, not that one. This colossal frog. See, this guy's bound now. So if this frog dies, if the giant frog dies, we will keep it. Okay? Fancy face. Yeah. I'll be gonna go ahead. Frog. Look at that. Wow. Guys. Get out here. Down. There's another Gnar. See its stats. Not bad. There's another Gnar. We're gonna see its stats. Not as good. Alt B. We're gonna heal our dude. Nerf OP. No, not like this. No. And we're healing with a single bandage. Alt B. That's a hotkey in Razor. Okay. To use a single bandage, you need to use it in Razor. Unfortunately, you've got to bound it in Razor. There's not a use bandage key in the game. I don't know why. There should be, but there's not. You got to use Razor for that. Here we go. Dominating. X on the keyboard to attack nearest. Dead. Just gathering the loot. It's a loot gathering idle game. Let's go. Still have 200 arrows. Still have 300 bandage. There isn't bandage selected target. Yeah, but that doesn't pull up your. It doesn't pull up the cursor, right? Like, I want to be able to just pull up the bandage cursor and then select the target. Like, I want to do this. I want to be able to. I want to mimic a double click. You can kind of like choose who you want to heal. The one from the game, you have to like have a target already selected. So we could create like a target, you know, a heal last one. Right? Like there's bandage self here, and then the other one is like bandage, bandage target. Does that pull up the thing? I'm gonna hit V. Yeah, see, V doesn't pull up a bandage. It just bandages your target, which I don't have one right now. There isn't Razor. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Razor. Let's set that back to the game. Target. Yourself. What I have to give is another like, another Yovius script. I'll write some scripts for the likes. I'll Jace money for the script he made me. It's true. We made it happen. I would have a hotkey to would have a hotkey to counter slot. Yeah, ideally there would be a way that we could, you know, just, oh, wait, you're right. We could, can we, yeah, you're right, Pocketed. Okay, wait. You're absolutely right. So we could, if we have it on here, on our counter bar, and I right-click it and I assign a hotkey, I could do it from there, huh? If I do Alt-B from the game, let me, wow. Okay, so we don't even need to do it in Razor, you guys. Hold on, we're gonna go back to Razor. Ideally, we don't use Razor, you know what I mean? Like, I want to kind of, not that I want to get away from Razor, but if Razor ever goes away, I want to make sure that, like, we could still all play the game. I'm gonna undo, I'm gonna unset the bandage timer. Bandage timer. Bandage, no timer? Use bandage? What the hell is it? Use bandage. Here we go. We're gonna unset this. Now if I hit Alt-B, oh, yeah. There we go. The script grew. Ideally, don't use Razor. Yeah, there's something brewing, you guys. If I'm saying don't use Razor, what's happening? What is there a storm a brewing? Maybe. Alt-B. There we go. Look, we're using the game. Wow. I want to try to minimize the entry for any player. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Razor is scary. Like, if I were to tell my wife to play this game and Alt-Tab and go to Razor and make a profile and go to this tab and go to that tab and then do this and that, I've already lost her. But if I told her to drag and drop an item and then just right-click and say assign hotkey, she might get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of like, I'm trying to think of how you can just play without needing to do, like, have a, you know, all these different programs running. Nuck Chores 47 because Nuck Chores 46 taking a long time to see. What's up? Scare me, Jace. Better not be something brewing. I'm just trying to start drama, dude. Don't worry. It's just completely drama. Don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. Yeah, but there's no way I wouldn't play Razor with it. Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's if you're already playing, or if you already know about Razor, if you're already familiar with a keyboard and a drums, nothing's changed. Yeah, exactly. If you're already familiar with how you're playing it, You don't even worry. You know what I mean? Like you guys are fine. I'm more talking about like just brand new people who've never played. You know? But I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we are starting to just pop off. Our pets, as your pets level, they get stronger. You know, as we are leveling our archery, we're getting stronger. Archery does have a hit hinder, meaning sometimes when we fire our arrows, it hinders the target. And then if you hinder a target, it takes more damage. And so archery is a nice thing to do along with taming. Okay. We're just looting all the loot. I don't care what it is we're looting. Okay. We're attacking a wolf. Technically, we could ID this wolf and see what it's about. It's a 45. It's pretty crappy. Whatever. And hit Alt B. That's going to use the in-game bandage. X on the keyboard. Attack nearest. Wow, look at us go. Just dominate. I use mining for Razor all the time. Yeah. Can you go up to 80s in the Noob Island dungeon on Outlands? You sure can. Yeah, all the way to 80. So we potentially would get everything to 80 before we leave. You could definitely leave before then, but you kind of want to just take advantage of the ease. There's no PKs. Everything's fine. Everything's great. We just out here gaining some skill. Shelter used to be 70. Yeah, it started at 70, and they changed it to 80. Blind Orc Mage. Poor guy. And they say don't worry, that's when you need to worry. Now you're worried. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just hit tame on this guy because remember we should be gaining taming, by the way, too. We're kind of falling behind on the taming. And if you notice, we did gain taming without even trying to gain taming, because every time we tame something, we gain a passive point in taming. Right? Actually, we've gained it up to 5. I think you might have to turn it on. I lied to you guys. Hold on, wait. Animal lore. Passive taming enabled? What does that mean? How does the passive taming work? Can someone explain it to me? I forgot. I thought it would automatically be on and we would be gaining taming while we're fighting. Is that not true? But how do you spend the point? Shouldn't it be going off right now? But shouldn't these be spending when a mob dies? Shouldn't we see animal taming gain chance? How do I actually spend those points? Hey, bud, where are you going to put your saga scripts? The saga scripts are on the UO Addicts website. So I'll link those right here. UO Addicts scripts by server, sagas. These guys right here. Oh, dude. My escape by gate is right here. Him. You say bank bonus points for fighting with your pet, then you gain the bonus points when you tame stuff. Am I doing it backwards? Any chance you gain a passive from a kill. Am I thinking of it backwards? Oh, my pet ran away, so you can only heal when you're near your pet, by the way. So it said you did not stay close enough to heal your pet, so just make sure you're by your pet when you're trying to heal him. Didn't really talk about that. There is a rain. Now it's the other way around. You bank from taming and you gain from kills. What? You don't know how the taming's going to be in sagas, but you're trying? That's cool, dude. Good luck. So shouldn't I be gaining taming right now as I'm killing this thing, or am I wrong? Passive taming skill gain left per player. 5. Passive taming 8. You have a chance, but they're low difficulty. Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. It's not a guaranteed chance. It's just a chance. Okay, cool. I just thought maybe we would see like a chance, like a skill gain chance here. So we're at 77.3. Let's just fight and see if we ever like see it pop up. Okay, we're at 57.3. We're gonna go ahead and just start murdering over here. Murdering. You're too far away to heal that target. Hold me. $57.3. Let's see. 57.3 still. Ruin that guy. Oh, by the way, if you ever die inside the dungeon, like while you're in the dungeon, you don't always have to go back out. There are onks around the dungeon. So like right here, if you were to die, you could just res inside the dungeon. So you don't always need to run away. I don't think there's any onks outside of like the new player dungeon though. So just FYI, when you're in the new player dungeon, chances are you really don't ever have to leave the new player dungeon. You can just res right inside there. Since you res with full health, you're already out there dominating. Okay, so we did gain a point right there, guys. See, 57.4. So we are gaining gaming from just fighting. And I think if we look at our thing here, yeah, it's 4.9. Okay. So as you tame, you're stacking some passive gains, and then you spend the passive gains randomly as you fight. Boom, there we did it. Flip it, ma. It's all coming together. All right, cool. And then it's saying, hey, dude, you just reached the maximum for the shelter, 80 arms lore. So 80 arms lore is not going to go any higher. Jace, why do you have arms lore? Arms lore is actually going to increase the skill of, or the chance we proc our hinder when we shoot an arrow. So it's like your weapon chance. It increases your weapon chance. On Outlands, pretty much all the skills are useful in some way. So they did a pretty good job with trying to like make sure any of these skills are sweet. You can set a disarm hotkey to make your pets do even more damage with 80 arms lore and 80 fence. Okay, nice. Do you get disarm with archery or no? Can you do it disarm with archery? Yo, sweet, okay. Yeah, alright, sweet. And hitters the special. Dude, that's cracked. As the kids would say, I think. Did the kids say that? Cracked face. Alright, we're at 116 arrows. And we're at 2.5k gold. Jace, we should probably bank some of that gold. All right, we'll work towards the exit, you guys. We'll work towards the exit. If you ever get lost, you can always look at the map. Okay, remember, you can mouse wheel in and out. We came in through here. Wow, look, there's labels on the map, guys, because it's part of the game. Okay, any other server out here, if you're watching, if you're paying attention, please make the new player experience just part of the download. Please. Barrier to entry, small. Updates, automatic. You know? Jeeve Jerwin out here. Arms lore is not as good as it was, more expensive, but 80 alchemy is more useful. It's snake disease, explosion pots, yeah. Yeah, I think we might switch to that, like, later on, you know? But as a new player, this is like a nice little, you don't have to spend any money, you don't need to know anything about it. Switch to Alki, but I think arms lore is free for now. Damn, we just said the same thing, Surge. Well done. I like your style. I like where your head's at. The dude name's Flamin' James. Flamin' James. Alchemy is the secret sauce. Nice. Hold out here. X on the keyboard. Dominate. We got hurt. I don't care. That increased. 57.6 skill. Nice. You're gonna be the first person to PK Jeeve Jerwin. I'm ready. We're a tamer. Of course we're gonna die. Just kidding. We're gonna be fine. Totally, totally fine. Right? Here we go. We're working our way out of the dungeon because we're going to need to go buy arrows, guys. We're running out of arrows. Okay, you can only fire arrows when you have arrows. So we're running dangerously low. 85 arrows. Nar, did it level? Did our Nar become level 2? Not yet. Our Nar is almost bound. We got our first item. Or, wait, we actually looted some other items. Wait, hold on. Let's get naked. We can put on gear. Okay, boom. On this server, you don't lose stats for wearing gear. Like on some servers, you like lose dex if you're wearing specific armor. On here, you don't. So wear what you can wear, especially the Tamer, because we don't care about mana regen. If you're a mage, you need to be careful of what you're putting on, because you can only wear. What am I trying to say? Bone arms? Well, I'm sure I'll hope you have bone. So true. Okay, Jeep Jerwin, we're stepping outside the dungeon. We made 2.7k. The hell kind of pet is that? Colossal Strider. Dude, this Strider takes 120 taming, you guys. Okay, we're not ready for that yet. Jeep Jerwin, look how manly I look. Dude, I did chess today, both in game and real life. You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to say? I don't know, dude. All I know is that I want llama armor. We need to figure out how to PvP on the server too. I think that's my new goal, guys. I want to learn how to PvP both on Outlands and Sagas. I'm gonna become a PvPer. Not a PK, but a PvPer. Okay, by default, there is a F2 hotkey bound as a new player. So F2 will bring up your bank as long as you're standing near the banker. We can take our money, drop it in there. If you notice, we also picked up some unidentified items. We also had some cheese here in our inventory, and we had these potions, okay? I'm going to take this bag. We're going to drop the bag into our bank. And then we're going to take any items that we loot, and we're going to put it in that bag, okay? We're going to just go ahead and hoard into a bag. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Any items we got, we're going to drag and drop, okay? We took the regs. Technically, I'm saving regs, so you don't have to. But I'm saving all this stuff for later. If we need money, we could definitely sell the gems. But in theory, you would sell the gems to the players, okay? Also, we didn't talk about this, but eating food matters, okay? So if I single click my... Where do you see the hunger stats now? Where do I see that in the game? Is it bracket hunger? How do I see the food buff? Bracket stats? That just shows us our equipment. Where the hell's the hunger buff? Wasn't it a single click thing? Did they get rid of it? Anyway, what you want to do is you want to eat food, okay? Because eating food gives us a buff here. The better the... Oh, was the food on Unchained? Yeah, I think you're right. My bad. Wrong server. Either way, though, it gives you a stat bonus, right? Either way, you're getting a stat bonus for eating food. With 2.7k, you should see a man about a horse. Yeah. Jace, I'm sending you a serious disco message. Okay. Willing to sell a caravan. Next to a prime... No, that's not the one I want, dude. I don't want that caravan. No. The one that I have is outside of Poma. Like right near Poma. Is it player stats? Let me see. Player stats. Oh, okay. So that's just bracket stats. But there used to be a way you could see your like what food you had, and then it told you like your food was good or bad. You know what I mean? I don't remember. I don't know where that is now. It's fine. Just know that you want to eat your cheese, okay? If you're a new player, we should have been eating cheese like right when we started, because it increases your swing speed, increases your health regen, and obviously the better food you get, the better it is. So this measly cheese isn't that great, but since you start with the cheese, eat the cheese. Now, if you find cheese on the floor, do not eat the cheese. Don't eat the cheese. If you find it on the floor, chances are someone's going to try to poison you. Okay? If anyone else hands you food you don't know them, do not eat it. It's like getting in a van with someone you don't need. Or no. Very dangerous. Okay. So, oh shit, we needed to buy, sorry, first curse of the stream. We needed to buy,
First curse of the stream.
we needed to buy some arrows, okay? So we're gonna go over here to the bowyer, and we're gonna single click them, click buy, and we can make this bigger by dragging this little guy right here. And as you can see, he sells arrows and bows and different things. When you're buying from something, you need to have the gold available in your bank account, okay? Some servers, you have to have the gold on your character. On this server, it's in our bank. It's kind of funny because it says gold available 0, but really we have 2K, okay? So we double click the things we want to buy, and then you can click the plus sign to be very generously slow about what you want to purchase. You can also hold down the plus sign. It will go faster and faster and faster. The quickest way is when you click buy. If you know you want the whole stack, you just hold shift, double click. Hold shift, double click, and it puts the whole stack there. So we're going to spend 1,200 gold on arrows. Okay. Now we're back up to 600 arrows. Let's go. Yeah, also don't open boxes. If anybody, you see a box, don't open the box, guys, okay? You're probably going to blow up. You can try to take the box home with you. Like if you do find a box on a creature, the only time it's a real box is if it was a Paragon creature. And then if you see a box and you click it, it will say sealed. If you click a mob and there's a box on there, but it doesn't say sealed, that's someone trying to kill you. Probably Jester. Okay. But, you know, you just got to be cautious. People are sassy. Never trust no one. Even me. Maybe you shouldn't even be listening to me right now. Maybe I'm leading you astray. Maybe I'm telling you something that's wrong. Maybe I'm purposefully trying to trick you. Or maybe I'm trying to get everybody to play this game. Maybe I want this game to succeed. Maybe I want this game to show up on Steam. Maybe I want UO Addicts to be the best place in the internet for UO. That's probably more true than me trying to trick you, but it is what it is. Some people, you don't know. We gotta heal our Gnar before he dies. Boom, 59 health right there. Boom, we're gonna heal him up again. Is our Gnar level 1? Like, is our Gnar gonna die? No. I think our Gnar is level 1. Oh, so close to being level 1. Remember, if our Gnar dies, and we're gonna show it, we're gonna kill Gnar. Once he gets level 1, we're gonna kill him. Just to show you what happened. I would never purposely let Gnar die. Unless it was an educational purpose. Alternate name idea is UO Avatars. Nice. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Yeah. Jace is gaslighting me into thinking he's gaslighting me. You'll never know. There's no mercy in this dojo. Sweep the leg. Okay, here we go. Why is it taking so long for this dude to level? This is like the slowest leveling Gnar in all the land. Am I saying it right? Is it Gnar? Is that how you guys pronounce it?
Guar.
Oh my. It's a Guar? It's a Guar this whole time? Massive animal increase right there. Increase in level. Ads are about to start over there on Twitch, you guys. We got about 30 seconds. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for, you know, loving this game as much as I do, maybe, hopefully. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is go to jaseowns.com/support. I also joined the Discord. I have a Discord, you guys. I don't know if you know that or not. I thought it was Nar from the way you pronounce it, by the way. I mean, to me, it's Nar. I'm off at Narnia. It's Guar. What the hell?
Guar. Guar.
Guar? You never played Morrowind? I haven't played Morrowind. My buddies were trying to get me to play like Oblivion, newest rendition. Have you taken a break at all today? I feel like I've already watched you. Yeah, I took a break. I made hot dogs on the grill in the rain. You know, spent a little family time together. You know, it's good. Then back at it. Be out here. Out. Living my dream, guys. I gotta at least live this dream before I head back to the corporate land. You know what I mean? If I can make this happen, that'd be excellent. Grilling in the rain's way underrated. Kind of an indoor guy, so yeah, no, it was good. I wish I was making something better than hot dogs, though. I mean, hot dogs are alright. I like meat. You like meat? By the way, this monitor hatchling. So these take 50, and they're control slot 1. So we could be getting some of these. You did it wrong. You need more beer. True. Ads on Twitch, guys. Ads. Hopefully you get a good one, you know, like Taco Bell. Or a reminder to get your blood drawn, you know? Testosterone treatment, like me. They're from Morrowind, maybe somewhere in the Creations Bethesda bundled the Anniversary Edition. They're also in Skyrim. Interesting. Dropping some lore, some animal lore. What's your animal lore skill? 100? Damn, that got you up to 162 gold. Wait a minute. Monitor hatchlings, guys. Monitor hatchlings might be the new farming meta in this dungeon. I don't think I saw any mobs drop that much so far. These are popping off right here. Was it 121? Did I misspeak? Apologize. Are you saying the skills? That's your animal lore? Great. Nice. These are taking a little bit longer to kill. These monitor hatchlings remind me more of a regular mob outside the game, okay? Because we're currently in Shelter. We're currently in Shelter Dungeon, and this is kind of like the noob dungeon. I feel like these monitor hatchlings have the hit points of the mobs outside the dungeon. Because these are taking a little bit longer to kill, but they also seem to be dropping a little bit more money, okay? Because this is the one thing I'm afraid of. Once we leave Shelter, what's the game going to be like for us? IKW code. Nice content, Jace. Dude, thanks for tuning in and saying that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like, following, subscribing. Hitting like. Hitting subscribe. If you look down and the follow button says follow, hit it. If it says subscribe, hit it. Don't worry. Jaseowns content is going to be YouTube related. I'm actually going to make a new channel, by the way, because I'm going to start streaming my coding again, like my website stuff, but it's going to be a different channel. I'm going to try to just keep this focused on UO 100%. So if you like UO, hit follow. If you don't like UO, hit follow. And if you like programming, there's going to be a separate channel now. I was going to say, maybe your bow broke, but training bows. Let's see. It's newbie. If I say stats, or equipment, still doing good, durable. See how these skeletons are dying pretty quickly? I think those monitor hatchlings don't have the noob buff, or the noob debuff, whatever the right word is there. See, that's 72 right there. Those die pretty quick. Remember, we're just hitting Alt-B. We're using the bandages on our Gnar. By the way, you can use the arms lure a few times on your bow to get free points. Oh, nice. Okay. Wait, what? It will slow down your equipment for braking? I mean, I do have arms lure 80. What do you mean? Do I need to actually click it and use it on there? Or you to say having the skill in general? Oh, I thought you had 0. No. I have our template that we're suggesting as a new player, just so it's very friendly and easy, is weapon skill, arms lore, tactics, and hurting, vet, taming. Yeah. Under hatching, let's go. We potentially should check to see if these are any good. We'll see this melee damage. Oh, and by the way, the swing of things is like 10 to 10, except for attack speed, I think is 5 or maybe 4. So when you look at these stats to save a pet potentially, you want it to be as close to 10 as possible, and then for attack speed, you want it as close as 5. I don't know if it's 5 or not. If it's either 4 or 5. So a lot of times you won't even use a pet if it's not, not in the 8s, 9s, or 10s. But as you're a noob, it doesn't really matter, right? You just keep an eyeball out. A singular eyeball. It's 5? Okay, yeah. Yeah, these are definitely not noob friendly mobs. Suggestions on where to hunt after Sanctuary. That's a great question, and I think it's going to depend on how you like to play. Okay, if you want to feel safe, you want to be safe, you want to go to a Sanctuary dungeon. A Sanctuary dungeon. Oh wait, are you talking about like this? So this is like the new player Sanctuary dungeon, but then there's also dungeons that are like PK Sanctuary dungeons. Every now and then they change. Yeah, where's your favorite place to get murdered at? Is like, where would you like to die? That's the that's a good way to answer the question. Where would you like to die? That would be, do you want to die near the water? Do you want to die near the fire? Do you want to die in the swamp? Like, where would you like your corpse to be? Oh, it's Palma, the Sanctuary Dungeon, Palma? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like assuming if you didn't want to be in the Sanctuary Dungeon anymore, you can literally farm anywhere in the entire world. That's what I like about UO. Like, it literally doesn't matter, okay? And on Outlands, the difficulty level like ramps up the further you go in a dungeon. So like a level 1 of a dungeon, except for the newest expansion dungeons, you could fight there. Does that make sense? And then the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get killed by PKs. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to die. If you play this game, you're going to die. You're going to lose some stuff. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get over the fact that you will die, you can have a good time. If you can't get over the fact that you will die, stick with Sanctuary. I don't know. I tried to fight some swamp monster. It took me 15 minutes to kill for 2 aiming. Okay, yes. So that's another reason why I'm a little bit jaded, saucy, sassy, a little bit like, what the hell are you guys doing over here on Outlands? Is because they buffed mob hit points a little bit too much in the wrong direction, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And that's something we're gonna find out as a new player experience, like how this is gonna go. Because I haven't played as a new player since some of these patches. And I personally don't agree with the patch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like what they're doing. So we'll find that all out together. You know what I mean? Yeah, since we were one-shotting stuff, you guys have to suffer. Exactly. I don't think the, the current monster level, I don't like it personally, you know? But hey, I'm not the game developer, so you gotta kind of deal with what you're dealing with. Like I wanna log into a video game and feel like I'm dominating. I wanna log into the game and just feel like I'm a magical person from another realm. And I wanna be able to kill stuff and feel good about myself. I don't necessarily want it to be a struggle. You know what I mean? And I think on Outlands right now it's a struggle outside the new dungeon. So I don't agree with where it's at, but we'll see. Again, this is the whole point of these new player challenges. Yeah, I want dopamine. I don't want to feel like I feel in real life, where I'm like, oh god, why is everything so hard? What? I was having fun. Why did this happen? What really sucks is sometimes you kill it, like it takes so long to kill a mob that the mob you killed before it respawns. You're stuck in an endless loop. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully either see that in person or not experience it because we're a tamer. What kind of character are you, Chaotic? Hopefully we can kill quickly enough to not experience the problem. Oh, Mage Tamer. Okay. We will see. Abdu started because your videos 2 weeks ago. Just hit tier 4 fire. Nice, dude. Yeah, still died to the first mob in a dungeon, not the starter. Witness mobs. Jack 2-shot me. Damn it, dude. This is so it's so depressing to hear that. Again, I feel like if the Outlands team, like if you guys are here, you know, if any of the Outlands team are here, like I don't know what if you could undo some of the recent stuff, I think that'd be a good idea. Like, but hey, you know, this is a new player challenge, and I'm telling new players that it's hard. That's great. Give all your code guys just no masteries yet? Yeah. I think Outlands had the right idea in the stuff that it'd be harder of the power creep, but they forgot that not everyone was tier 15 with 30 links. Agreed, Joe. Yeah. Agreed. There's got to be some balance, you know, like you start balancing a game for the end game players and you forget about all of the new players. Yeah. You're saying to the new players like, hey, this shard sucks. I agree, dude. Yeah. Wait, no, I don't. This shard doesn't suck. The current experience for new players sucks. Once we get outside the new player dungeon, we're gonna kind of see. You miss all the drama. Did Outlands release some bad patches? I mean, they did some changes that I personally don't like. Are they bad? But I don't like saying that. I don't like saying that it's a bad thing. They made some changes I don't agree with. Like, see how we're killing these pretty quickly? This feels good. Okay, like, see how this dies? And even though it's only dropping 13 gold, it feels good. I feel like I'm making progress, you guys, okay? I feel like I'm making progress, right? Like, that feels good. Dopamine, right? Out here, clicking, murdering, dopamine, right here. This is why I play the game, right? Like, this, I'm a new player. Okay, now we're gonna kill this one, sure. That's, or we're switching again, whatever. Click an X on my keyboard to attack here. Anyway, as you can see, these are all dying fairly quickly. Boom, 28 gold, got it. Dopamine, you know? Alt B, we're gonna heal this up. Boom, dopamine, dopamine. All right, see, dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. Again, not a lot of gold, but dopamine. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna go kill a mob that has like the current kind of health bar of the outside mobs. Remember, we were killing all these mobs. These hatchlings are kind of the current version of the outside the mob. If I hit X on here, we didn't hurt him. He hurt us for 19. Let's see here, hold on. Hi, I'm totally new to Ultima Online. How do you target so fast without clicking the mob? Great stream. So I'm using in-game macros, and the best one that you could do as a new player is all. You could really just rewatch this episode because we kind of go over it from the very beginning. But you go macros, all O macros, and then I do this: attack nearest. So it's a select nearest creature hostile and attack selected target. And I also have a bandage self hotkey, which is bound to V. That way we can heal our. Oh god, our pet's gonna die. All follow me. All follow me. There we go. Okay, sweet. Guard me. So as you can see, this monitor hatchling is barely hurt. Okay, we barely hurt him. We are fighting. We've been fighting the same mob now for a while. We're fighting. We're still fighting. It's dropping. Okay, you see, it's like, it's barely dying. We're fighting the same mob still. You know? Okay. That died at least. Maybe we weren't fighting again. Are we fighting the same mob? I don't know. What are we fighting? We're still fighting. I did it right. I joined UO, learned some basic controls, installed Jason scripts. Only have one question now. It is now. Does Jason have a Discord? He sure does. Okay, hey, my pet just died, you guys. Oh no. My pet just died. We're gonna steal that back. Can we do that? We can't. Okay. So our pet died. So we can try to heal our pet, but I don't think we can res it yet. Well, begin applying a bandage. See? You fail to resurrect your follower, but we gained skill, so that's good. We can just keep resing him, I guess. I think it takes 60 to res. Or is it 80 to res? Fail to resurrect your follower. Anyway, so that pet just finally died. That thing just finally died. So yes, it dropped more gold, but it took forever for us to kill it. It's 80 to res? Okay. So the good news is our pet died. We could potentially leave an AFK macro over here to get to 80. Like, let's say I had to log off because my wife was like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You're playing this game still? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, are you ever going to spend time with us as a family? And I'm like, yeah. You could potentially kill your pet and then just have a macro healing up your pet all the way to 80 pet. You know? Because we're gaining vet by healing the failure to res pet. I like it. Let's be real. Aspect unlocking codex stuff or priced correctly to get a new player to donate to get a few 100K worth of prep. Yeah, potentially, yeah. I started playing as Backstabber. It's good dopamine. Nice. I can pull 60K in 12 minutes runs on Outlands, but I don't enjoy it anymore for some reason. Yeah. I remember feeling the same way about Outlands when they started to reduce gold and damage on mobs. Also, rare item prices are rough on new players. One of the things I like about Unchained is because you get all of these aspects unlocked at first. You can literally play the game without having to like invest a lot of time and or money into the game, you know? Here, in order to get even like started with the aspects, you already have to have a bankroll or a friend. Both are hard for me to have. The dead Nar don't tank well, I agree. We go up to 80 tactics in the dungeon. Yeah, we can go back to the newbie mobs. And again, we're not killing as quickly, but we're not getting as much gold, but we're killing way faster. Jace, our Nar is dead. How do we actually res our Nar? Well, let's go. Let's assume you're not gonna AFK macro our Nar to 80 bet. You gotta leave the dungeon. Gonna pick up that arrow along the way. Because remember, we set up a scavenger agent at the very start because we were an arrow flinger. Over here. And we just head over to the Ankh Kidding, the healer. And then it pulls up this thing of like, hey, do you want us to res your follower? And I'm like, yes, please. Alt B, boom. Tower went down. It's in the middle of Inferno. Rip your loot. Oh, dude, sorry. You in Texas? Because there's a storm brewing right now outside. Willing to buy a blessed signal. The main reason I support Unchained to Death, by the way, you can literally pick up a mastery the moment you create a character. Nice, yeah. Agreed. It's cool. I don't have a problem with the card being financially solvent via unfun early game mechanics. Affects the hustle. I'm just cheap. Fair. How many times have you gone through 15 character slots and Outlands and deleted characters? A few times. Again, I actually really like UO. I like this. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's kind of stupid to restart all the time. But it's also it's cool seeing it from another player's point of view, or like another. You kind of forget. You kind of forget about how it is to be a noob. And especially on different shards, right? Like different shards, like if you've been playing a shard for a while, like you just take for granted like what it's like. You're in Brazil? Okay. It must be storm. Oh, good play. Yeah, leveling seals a great feeling. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like I liked leveling alts in WoW too. I don't mind the leveling process. I don't mind the grind, you know? Maybe this is one of the things I like about video games. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I'm not a min-maxer though either, you know what I mean? Like if you see me play, I'm kind of an idiot when it becomes to gear and stuff. I'm not very good about like staying on the meta and like making sure I'm like exactly what I need to be. I wish I was better about that stuff, but I'm not. That's why I like how making things are harder here on Outlands. It's like other servers are pretty easy if you want to... What's the point? I mean, I want dopamine, dude. Like, the reason why I like some of this stuff is for the dopamine, you know? I want to see this come up, and I want to spin good loot, you know? And then I want to move on to the next one, and I want to get more and more, you know? I want to be a brand new player and see how much gold I can get quickly, you know? It's not always about the thing, but it's like I played, I played Siege Perilous, right? The Siege one, where the gain is you can only gain a point, 0.1 whatever every 24 hours. I was on there ready to gain. You know what I mean? I would be, before I left for work, I'd make sure I get the point before I left. You know what I mean? And then when I got 100, I quit, because it's like, all right, I beat it. Line work. Nice. To be honest, you had the most fun on Siege. Nice, yeah, it's good. I played 30 years and I play exactly like you do, Doctor. Nice. Like your style, sir. You sound like an addict. You have a website? I sure do. We might change the brand name though. I don't know. Yeah, UO Addicts. Right here. Boom. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, you guys. Developer roadmap. I got lots to do. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on it. I'll probably stream in the morning. And then I'll probably stay on way too long. And then I'll work on it. Oh, you didn't die? Nicely done, dude. Well done. Constant sense of progression and a fun gameplay loop are pyramid. So true. That's what I liked about WoW level. I feel like that's a good good dopamine loop. Did we just freeze? Oh, world state. Did you see Medusa getting level 30 nature on Unchained, by the way? I sure did. I reacted to it. I didn't mean to be rude. I actually reacted to it like with the South Park meme, like now we can play the game. And I realized that might have been rude to say. Like, but I meant it to be funny. Did our internet go out? What the hell's happening? Hello? Hello, hello? I had to duck down. My router's behind my monitor. Server issue? Okay. And I wanted to see the light. Alright, we're back. We're back, baby. Until your min-maxer and all your legendaries are replaced by greens? True. Dude, when an expansion launches on WoW, it's so depressing. It's so depressing when an expansion comes out. But it's fun getting there. Unless you figure out telepathy, your internet's fine. Okay, go. It's funny. Jeeve Jerwin, you're doing great, dude. Proud of you. Technically, we should be trying to do some more. So we're out here. So the only thing we're missing now is vet and animal taming and animal lore. So now that we're doing this, we're gonna go ahead and play our animal lore script. Okay, again, animal lore. We're just gonna let it roll. We out here, letting it roll. Let her ride, Jace. Sounds good. And since it always pops up the screen, we're just gonna put it over here. No, we'll put it right here. Okay. Be our animal lore right here. Okay. We are out here. Jeeve Jerwin. X on the keyboard attacking nearest. Gaining our animal lore, and then we just need to tap off taming. Tap off taming. And then, by the way, since this animal lore script is running, if I just open the cursor of Alt B, it will eventually consume it and use our target, right? So, whoa. Maybe it's not. Could have healed it. Oh no, not like this, dude. Not like this. Not like this. He's dead. Dead, Jim. Not. No, I gotta stop the script. Trying to identify something. Okay. Here we go. Happen to you guys? Okay. Siege was ever a roguelike, one death, deleted character, or mix up with UO hardcore mode? No, it wasn't all death. On Angel Island, there was a mode you could put your character to permadeath. So on Angel Island, it was like was it Angel Island or was it Overdrive? Where was that? UO Forever? There was some way you could make your character like get killed. Like if you died, you died. Like Iron Man, yeah. I think it was Angel Island. So there was a PK who did it, and you know, got like 100-something kills before he died. Maybe he didn't die. Maybe he just quit. I don't know. There's a guy that's pretty good. Hope you didn't play healers in WoW. I played healers. Yeah. Again, like leveling a healer? No. I played, like, I would spec as a healer if I need to go to dungeon. But no, I would always, my favorite, like, is like I've made so many damn paladins, hunters, you know? Those are my... Okay. Why are there so many monsters? Moonkin is the only acceptable WoW character. Is there a script that will cast Greater Heal on your party member automatically, like if you were a group healer? Yes and no. You would create a script that sets a variable, right? And then you cast heal on that variable. But it wouldn't automatically do it based on their health or anything. You're still going to have to hit that button. And you would still need to set up that variable preemptively. You know what I mean? Yes and no. Definitely doable, but not automatic. Is this shelter? Yeah, we're in shelter. We're in the shelter dungeon. Ad start in about 20 seconds, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Thanks for tuning in to this new player challenge. We just started a new character right now. Dex Tamer. We're an archer. Archer Tamer. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, support. If not, you're going to get an ad here in a second. Thanks for telling me if it was Taco Bell, car insurance, maybe a bank. I don't know what kind of ads you get, but be sure to let us know. And we gotta go res our Nar. Well, you may die. Like our Nar. Hey Jace, where do we get more band-aids, okay? Because we're running out of band-aids too. We're down to 200, which is still pretty good. But like, let's say maybe we wanted to work on veterinary while we were AFK. Like before we log off here, maybe we should work on a vet script so that we can have 80 veterinary when we come back the next day. What do you guys think? I don't know. As a new player, the best advice I can give you is expert join a guild. That's true. Join a guild. I like to play by myself. I play MMOs by myself like an idiot. So I'm not going to join a guild. But my friend that told me about this game is at the beach right now, and he'll be back soon. So we're just trying to get our character started while he's AFK at the beach. Play solo while part of a guild. True, I do that too. That's what I do with. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I'm in a guild on my main character, and I think I've participated in that guild like maybe 4 times. The best advice is to uninstall as soon as you create your character. Damn, dude. Flamin' Jane. Alright, let's go res our Nar up. Poor Nar. Let's check out the... It's worth that trying to tank. No, terrible. All follow me. B, X. B. B is heal self. Running around healing ourselves. Sometimes you got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of your pets. Jeeve Jerwin. I'm saying it on purpose wrong. The problem also with me is once I learn something wrong, it's going to be wrong for the rest of my life. I used to call, I still do, a runed prowl in the game of EverQuest. There's no R in there. For some reason, my brain learned it with an R. And all of my buddies give me a hard time about it. It's a runed cowl. But in my brain, runed crowl. Okay? This is forever a Nar. I'm sorry if it's wrong. I'm sorry if that bothers you. A Nar. Am I saying it on purpose at this point? Indirectly. I don't mean to. I just do. Anyway, welcome back to the streaming, guys. Thanks for, did you get any good ads over there on Twitch? Did anybody get something good? Like maybe a food item. Like I love food, so maybe somebody got some good food ad. You know, like did anybody get like a Culver's ad or like a Chili's ad or something? Did anybody get you know, Taco Bell? I've heard Taco Bell comes on. Taco. Chips and cheese, please. All right, we're gonna kill this last one, then we're gonna leave the dungeon. And as you can see, we're almost we're almost 80 everything except for taming. We kind of let taming off to the side there. That was my bad. Probably should have focused a little bit more on taming, but I liked farming. I like farming better than taming. I don't know if you guys know that or not. Farming is much more fun. But once you get higher taming, you can get better mobs to tame with and then farm better. You know what I mean? Like, it's a vicious cycle. Tacos are tomorrow? Nice. Tacos. Accept that res on that pet. Alt B to heal up our dude. Target cannot be seen. That's fine. And Alt B. Remember, we're gonna step inside the dungeon to finish the bandage, because inside the shelter dungeon, your skills increase much faster, you guys, okay? So if you're trying to gain your skills, do it inside the dungeon. They don't apply for crafting skills. If you're trying to like work up alchemy or whatever, like you're not gonna get a bonus going in here, so don't worry about that. But any of the fighting skills, anything that goes up as you're playing, you do gain from that. So be sure to take advantage. To take advantage of that. Let's see. We're gonna tame this giant frog. If I recall, do your pets come with you? They sure do. I think they have to be bonded. I think they might have to be bonded. Is that true? I don't know. Do you need them to be bonded to go? I'm not 100%. I don't remember off the top. They definitely do. Oh, as long as they're following, okay. And remember, as these gain level, they're gonna get stronger. Okay. Oh, and I guess you can only gain to level 1 in this shelter dungeon too. So we're not gaining any more EXP for these guys. I didn't realize that. You can only get to level 1 with your pets. They go all the way to 10. Is it Sophia? Sophia? Thank you for the follow. We're going to ask the bot how to say that name.
Silipnia.
I was not close at all. Doesn't shock me. Thank you for the follow. I can't speak, read, or write. I'm a streamer. Name this guy. Golly, lookers. There we go. Gaining some taming skill right off the bat. Releasing, hitting X in the keyboard. Dominating. Jeeve Derwin. Headless, we'll kill a headless. Again, we're just trying to get a little bit of taming. I'm pretty sure you can get to 80 just right here with these guys, right? I think so. I'm used to it, no worries. Damn it. I'm sorry. That's got to be defeating, you know? Like when your name gets mispronounced by like multiple people. You're like, is it me? Like mine's Jaseowns, and normally it's like I normally just have it like all lowercase. Just recently I've changed it to be a capital J and a capital O, but a lot of people still call it like Jason Owen, Jace, Joen, you know. Jaseowns, come on. Failed to tame the creature. Great. Our animal taming 60.2. We're dominating you guys, okay? Again, you can just single click here. You can drag out taming. If you want to, like, instead of single clicking the thing, you can, you know, click this button and then click a item. Whatever works for you, okay? No pressure. It's all good. And go into war mode and keep it works for a while. Although we're technically all full on. Beast that guy. Boom. Hit D to all guard me again. Come on down here, tame. You're not fooling anyone, Jason Owens. We're on to you. There's actually like a comedian, Jason Owens. I saw him on the like on a billboard, and I was like, damn, I wanted to take a picture of that. Swam rock, but it's not swam rock because the R is in a different spot. Swamoric. Swamoric. Moric. He's that guy. Name this dude. We out here, Dominic, guys. This one release? Yeah, okay. That guy. It's this guy. Boom. We are out. 61.8 animal taming. And I'm pretty sure the higher animal taming, the more your pets do, right? Or is that only when you're in the is that only when you have the codex? Like increasing our animal taming, doesn't that increase the damage of our pets or no? Level 2 has cave bears. Ooh. Oh yeah, we should probably get some cave bears going on, honestly. You've ever seen Jason Owen in the same room? Outlands Owen. No, we haven't actually, dude. It's because it's me. Jeeve Jerwin. Has anyone seen Owen in a room, though? Owen AI confirmed? We just saved that guy's life. Random one. Welcome. Jeeve Jerwin to the rescue. New player, day 1. We out here. Taming. Dominate. Healing. Learning. All follow me. W on the keyboard. We learn how to make some macros. Great. Even with English features, I have a problem like the post S. I think the S is the Aberrus is silent. We are gonna go to get the cave bears, guys, at level 2. We haven't been to level 2 yet. We're gonna go down this way. Go to level 2. Oops, my Guanar is dying. How the hell do you say this?
Guar.
My Guar is dying. Oh no, not my Guar. All right, W. We're kiting. Oh, he died. Oh goodness gracious. We're at 86 arrows again, guys. How much was it to buy the stack of arrows? I can't remember, but we're going to go spend some more money on a stack of arrows. We're going to get some arrows. We got about 10 minutes left in the stream. I think we did pretty good for the first episode. We talked about macros. We talked about how to gain skill. We talked about how to move around. We talked about how to navigate your inventory. If you had a friend that never played UO, hopefully this helped them get started. And they're like, there's no way I'm going to watch a 3-hour, like, show. Okay. We'll try to put some timestamps in this or make even a smaller one. I'm not sure. I don't, you know, if I was better about all that stuff, I would definitely do that, but probably. Yeah. I'm gonna put all our loot into. I wasn't wearing this studded cap. Missed opportunity. I'm not gonna wear those shorts though. It's gay. Holding, by the way, another thing, when you pick up items, if it's multiples, you have to like click and drag and say okay, or you can hold shift. You hold shift and click and drag. That's the easy way to just drag them all. So shift and drag items, and you don't have to like hit confirm. We're gonna put our shoes in third. I don't know why I started with a saw. Cool. Holding shift and dragging. The reason why we're saving all these items, by the way, guys, is because when you have unidentified items and then we ID them, we can then turn them into dust. And by turning them into dust, that's what's going to power our aspect once we get it. See this little charges right here? It's called Arcane Essence. And so we want to crush that into Arcane Essence and then drink it. But you can only do that to identified item. Right? Can we do it to unidentified items? The recycle single? And recycling? That item cannot be recycled. How do we turn items into arcane essence base? Yeah, you use a recycler, but I think you have to. I think it has to be ID. Technically, unlike other servers like we were doing, we could just learn that skill as well. It's under miscellaneous. It's called item identification. You could, while we're less than 700, like use this skill, and then get you click it enough, and then it can be identified. You have a script on the website that can ID an item until it's ID'd. It's actually Q on the keyboard. Let's just grab that real quick. It's on uoraidscripts.com, okay? And if I search for Q, it's this. Oh wait, the I. What is it? ID. Item ID. Item ID while farming. I could have swore it was Q. Keep using item ID until success. This guy. So copy script. Keep using item ID until success. 3 years ago. I'm gonna go down here and click new again. This is gonna be just item ID until succeed, and it is lightning and thundering like a crazy person over here. Anyway, we're gonna hit save on this and hit play. It's gonna ask us, please select please ID, and I click this guy, and it's just gonna keep doing it until it succeeds. Okay. So we're gaining the item ID skill. It's just keep using it. Blah blah blah. There it goes, and it's an accurate longsword. So now if we take our tool and we begin single item recycling and we click that guy, boom, it turned it into ingots and it turned it into essence. Okay, not a lot, but this is how you get resources and the essence to fuel your aspect. Okay, so as a noob, you can definitely just use it yourself. But chances are you're either going to want to make a new character that can item ID your loot. Like maybe you put it down in your in room, which we never talked about. Put it down in your house. And then you would turn your items into dust. I'm going to hit play on this again just to see. Let's look right here. Let's see what we got going on. The script will output it overhead once it's done. Just watch over our character. Oh, stop it. Hitting us with the prime. Thanks so much, dude. Tuning in, following, sticking around, hitting us with the prime at the end there. Rune book. So again, we can go ahead and click our tool here, recycle single item. Oops, recycle item. Okay. Click that. Boom. We get more. So don't leave behind items, guys. Always pick up items, okay? Because you're gonna need all that juice to power your bro. And I'm a tamer, so normally what I would say as a new player, you would go and you would like actually buy a horse. We're a tamer, and so we're just gonna tame a horse out of the noob area. Also, once we are no longer a noob, like right now we're the young status. Right? Once we were no longer new, we can't talk to these vendors and stuff. So maybe we should do that like as the episode. Like maybe we should leave right now. Should we leave as part of this episode? Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Yeah, that guy down there. Is that all his message was? We're gonna leave the noob dungeon as part of this like first episode, you guys. Okay. So we're currently young, and we're gonna head towards. Prevalia, that's the main town. Okay, we hit that, and it's like, yo, wait a minute, dude. Are you sure? Are you sure about this? And we're gonna say yes. And you got to click it a couple times to confirm you do in fact want to leave. You fool. Okay, here we go. We've left the new player dungeon. We are no longer new. Now, when we die out here, everything on us will stay on our body, okay? So if a PK kills you, that's on you. But you shouldn't get killed in a town, okay? You should be safe in the town. So we're gonna go to the main bank over here. Now, Jace, where do you know where to go? Well, I played this game for a long time, so I just kind of instantly know. But the best way to learn... Or wait, damn it, I broke it. The best way to know is to just explore and learn. They do have labels on this server, so like, you know, if you're looking for a bank or you're looking for something specific, if you ever want to use this map, right? Like, this is the world map, by the way. Maps, world map. If you close this down, you want to get it back, it's up here, maps, world map. And if you want to explore around, you just right click and say free view. And now you can kind of drag the map around and look around. You can also like zoom out like here. So if you ever wanted to like look around the map without moving around, just right click preview, okay? And then you can drag and go all over, right? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna plan my attack over here. Or like, where the hell's the bank, right? You can like zoom in here and like kind of move around. Maybe. Anyway. So the Pavelia Bank's right up there, so that's what we're gonna do. And if you want to snap it back in place, you just click right click, unclick preview. You can resize it. Just like that. New player guide challenge completed. We're coming to the end of the first episode. What do you guys think? Here's the bank. Here's Pavelia. Here's the main town. Word. Did we do a good job? You got accepted to the town? We're gonna invite you on the guild, dude. Congrats. And so okay, so right here, you guys, we happen to open this corpse, and there's a box on it. Don't open the box. I opened the box. Somebody else opened the box. I think they blew up. Okay. If you ever see a box on the ground, don't open it. I was hoping that we blew up right there. Anyways. A good first episode down. Are these horses These horses are released, you guys. Okay, wait, we're gonna take one of these horses. We're gonna tame it. We're taming a horse. We're taming a horse. Steve Jerwin. We got our first horse. First horse of the stream. And it's a cool looking color too. I think the new player is going to log out before the video's finished. You're going to go play Fortnite or something? Man, fair enough. All right, cool. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out on the stream. We're going to hype our way out of here. We're going to be back for more UO tomorrow. And I'm going to be on Sagas. And then if you're looking for more Outlands, that's going to be on Wednesday. Wednesday, 6 to 9. We're going to do episode 2 of this new player challenge. I'm going to hype out of here. It is storming like a mofo outside, you guys, okay? So be careful. Be safe out there. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. You got a Discord, Jace? I sure do. Thanks for tuning in. UOAddicts.com. You can watch streamers play any server. You can pick up other servers, okay? If you're looking for a build, I'm looking for a build. Wait, I should have added the build over here, you guys. UO Outlands. We're gonna actually add our build right now. Hold on, wait, before we go. I'm gonna take the skills. I'm gonna go over to the skills tab here. Click copy all. Paste. Okay? So this is our new player. I'm 100. I'm 100. 100. 100. This is gonna be the 0. Detect hidden. 0. Terrible marketing. 100. 0. 100. 100. Wow. Noob Tamer Dex video. Easiest. The noob easiest PVM Tamer. Nothing, bro. Just go for it. Boy, there we go. Submit our build. Boom. There it is. Noob Tamer Dex video. Anyway, thank you guys again. I'll see you later. Peace. Damn it, I pressed the button. We are gonna raise somebody that's playing out. The Cross is playing Outland. Gunblade playing out. We're gonna go with the Cross again. He plays the cello. We're gonna get a little cello music from the Cross, okay? Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Oh no, dude.
No, you just deleted it!